I see this like. Rich Rising. Hey Lizzie, how's it going? No, I'm not doing any yes or no's. Hey, how's it going? Rich Rising, y'all. Happy Friday Eve. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for liking the live. I appreciate it. Much love, much love. Who's in this Two of Swords energy feeling like you're at a crossroads? Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles also as well here. Like there's something here that is, I'm hearing valuable. And I'm also picking up on the energy of valuing yourself. You know, in regards to the way you move. And I feel like this is also an energy of, because what I'm picking up on with this value energy, what I'm seeing is interesting Taurus energy also as well here. Because Taurus rules the second house. And interesting because Taurus just came out here also as well, the Hierophant. So Taurus rules the second house, and that indicates values also as well. What are the things that you value, what you hold dearly, hold close to your heart, morals and things of that nature. And what I'm picking up on with this energy is, you know, some of you may have been around certain people that may not value you the way that you want to be valued. And this has something to do with, you know, valuing yourself. Seeing your own self-value, seeing your own worth also as well. You know, some people aren't going to value what you provide or, you know, the energy that you give or things of that nature unless you value yourself. So if you're kind of looking around or kind of wondering why certain people act a particular type of way towards you, or don't necessarily value, I'm also picking up on opinion also as well. So certain people may not value the things that you say. Someone may kind of be in a space to where they downplay the things that you say towards them also as well. To where, you know, you may speak certain things and this person may say, oh, that's dumb. Oh, that's stupid. Or why do you think that way? Or, you know, whatever the case may be, that's mind control. And that's also manipulation, is what I'm picking up on. So someone may kind of manipulate the way you think so that they can have you thinking how they think. Also as well, that's pure manipulation. All right. Is what I'm picking up on. And what this does is, you know, it keeps you, it suppresses you from speaking your authentic truth. So when you think about that, there's times where you'll pull yourself back from actually speaking certain things or saying certain things or speaking up or, you know, expressing yourself. And that's closing off your throat chakra energy because it's like certain things that you actually truly want to say. And, you know, I can testify to this because this is something that I went through also as well. At one point, to where the person that I was, you know, dealing with was manipulating the way I thought in regards to my mindset. And the whole time this person wanted me to think how they think so that I wouldn't speak up for myself. So that I wouldn't think for myself and try to dumb me down in a sense so that they can get their way. And that's just not how I roll. That's not how I move, you know, but that was something that I actually stopped doing over time, was speaking up, because I was like, well, they're just going to think it's stupid anyways. They're just going to tell me certain things that I'm not going to, you know, that doesn't necessarily resonate with them or whatever the case may be. And the whole time I was suppressing my own voice. So it's like, look into spaces where you are suppressing your own voice at this time, suppressing your own feelings, your own emotions, your own, thoughts, or whatever the case may be that may be coming up at this time. Scorpio energy, we're in this full moon of Scorpio, all right? And Scorpio energy also reveals hidden enemies, desires also as well. It also reveals, your transformation, how you're transforming your shadow side also as well. So it's like certain things that you may be needing to transform from your shadow. Certain things that are coming up to the surface in regards to what you're needing to release at this time, so that you can transform for this new season is what I'm picking up on. Living my life like it's golden. The Fool, okay? Aquarius energy. Take a leap of faith at this time. It's like, stepping to the unknown also as well here. Allow yourself to free yourself also as well from that bondage energy. So it's like, I can't make it up, all right? With the Devil energy, the toxic patterns, the bondage energy, the things of being tied to certain karmic loops, karmic patterns, whether that's yourself or just being tied to certain people also as well. It's like, take a leap of faith into trusting the unknown in the process of moving forward, at this time. Thank you for the gifts, the likes, the shares. I appreciate it, y'all. Hey, y'all, what's up? All right. Page of Wands also as well here. It's like there's this new energy of new adventure, new discoveries and things of that nature, okay, at this time. This morning, like this rising, I woke up feeling rich, okay? Ashe, rich rising. I woke up feeling hella rich, okay? And one of the reasons being is because, I really started falling into a routine also as well, of, how I go to sleep and how I wake up also as well. And a lot of times I'm not as consistent with it, but when you actually sit back and realize the things that actually work for you and the things that are consistent for you, it's like, okay, let me go ahead and just start doing this. Let me just go ahead and be more consistent at something that actually works for me. Also as well. So there's certain things that you may have started. Yeah, exactly. 4 Cups energy. Spirit is talking. Okay. So, 4 Cups energy, there's something that you may have kind of started and it's like, maybe you kind of fell back in it, also as well. Maybe you didn't necessarily, put your best foot forward in regards to certain things also as well. And what I'm getting and what Spirit's communicating is like, you can always start over. You can always do it again. You can always pick back up where you left off, also as well here. So some of you is actually Judgment as well. The 5 of Pentacles is like, yeah, and the Ace of Swords, the Truth, Ashe. So I feel like this is an energy to where Spirit's like, pick back up where you left off. It's like there's maybe something to where you kind of just decided to kind of let go of certain things, or maybe you just kind of wasn't in the best of space, in regards to carrying along the things that you maybe wanted to kind of keep moving forward and trucking forward with certain things. But it's like life is not over. Life continuously goes on. Life continuously moves, and it's like, and it doesn't even matter, the timing in a sense. What I'm picking up on is that kind of like that timing is an illusion. Maybe you're thinking I'm too old to kind of pick back up on this, or how you hear about certain people that decide to take a bet on themselves and like they're like 50 years old or 60 years old and they're like, I'm going to go back to school, and they actually go back to school, and you have like that one person in society that decides to do it. So it's like, sometimes we have to let go of society norms and the way we think of certain things and the way we see things because of everybody else's perspective. And, just really kind of going after the things that you actually truly want to do. So also I'm picking up on the energy of watching out in regards to certain advisement that you may be getting from certain people that have small mindsets. Yeah, it's like keep on guard in regards to this energy. It's like there may be someone who may kind of fear monger you, or someone who kind of, keeps you in anxiety loops also as well because their own anxiety. their own failures and things of that nature could be significant. So it's like some of this energy, and what I feel like is like, step into your unknown, step into the energy that you actually truly want to do. Instead of what someone else wants you to do, or just kind of worried about what society would think of you also as well. Like, like I was saying in reference to someone who decides to go back to school in regards to college, and, you feel like you're too old, or, whatever the case may be, or certain people may be telling you, oh, I'm saying, you're going to go back to school when, when you're this and this age, or whatever the case may be, or, that's going to take some time, and blah, like, it's just, don't worry about what everybody else got to say. Yeah, Seven of Swords, like that deceitful energy. And it's like, sometimes people will try to trick you out of your spot, trick you out of your destiny, in a sense, your purpose, your guidance, the way your spirit team or your spirit, your own higher self is guiding you towards, because of they are too afraid to do so. So it's like certain people are too afraid to even take a bet out on themselves. Certain people are too afraid to do certain things because they're too focused on listening to everybody else. Birds is very significant. The birds is just coming right in front of my window. So that's very significant at this time. You may be noticing birds more, a higher perspective, is what I'm picking up on. Seeing things from a more higher perspective at this time. Sevens is significant at this time also as well. 77, 66 is significant. 555 is significant. 111 and 1111 and 1212. 1, 2, 3, 4 is significant also as well. 333 also. But what I'm picking up on with this energy is, like I said, certain people are just afraid to bet on themselves. They're afraid of what other people may think, also as well. They worry about what everybody else got to say. So they decide to make their decisions on what everybody else got to say. And a lot of times people like to create shame in regards to this energy to make you feel very shamed, or make you feel ashamed of, betting on yourself and taking a leap of faith and things of that nature. To where certain people, adults, okay, will try to bully you in a sense, or, say certain things about you, or make fun of you, or whatever the case may be. That's immature. That's immaturity as people. So it's like, when you think about it, it's like, why do you care about certain people that are immature, that don't necessarily have that drive for themselves? Like, it's like, who cares? Like, so I feel like this is an energy to where releasing the shackles of, what everybody else got to say, releasing the shackles of, feeling ashamed of what everybody else thinks of you, and things of that nature. And one thing is that takes time to kind of, integrate also as well. Because that was something that I, had dealt with also as well at one point in time, because, that's just how society breeds us to be, to worry about what everybody else got to say, to worry about the way we look and things of that nature. And when you start really solidifying within yourself and, your own intuition, your own guidance, your own, things that you want to do, when you really hone into that, nobody else can really fully, tamper that. So it's like, it's kind of like one of those things to where, when certain bullies like to come into the live and, say, oh, turn over, repent, and, you're going to hell. And, she's speaking all, false things. She's a false prophet and things of that nature. It's like, it doesn't move me. It doesn't move me because I know exactly what I sit in. I sit in authentic truth. So it's like, there's no need for it to move me at this time. So when you actually truly, value the things that you have within yourself and see yourself for who you are, you don't necessarily have to worry about what everybody else got to say. It's just not going to phase you at all. Okay. Hey, thank you. Same to you. So yeah, that's something that is significant at this time is what I'm picking up on. What's this judgment here for the collective? Someone's 27, someone's 25 also as well here. Queen of Cups and King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Moon. Something is significant about you not seeing what's coming towards you surrounding a particular offer. Could have to do with money. There's a masculine here that may want to take care of a particular woman here. It could be significant also as well. But there is some deceit in the middle of this. And I feel like this has to do with certain people that this person is tied to, or you may be tied to. And this is being revealed. This moon, it's going to be revealed this moon here. There's not going to be any further, mystery in regards to someone finding out about these ops that are around them is what I'm picking up on, or you having ops around you. Like, a lot of things is just about to be completely full circle is what I'm picking up on. I feel like this is something to where certain people cannot hide certain things anymore in somebody's energy. I do feel like I'm speaking on a divine masculine. I will be splitting the messages here in a second, but this is a complete collective for everybody. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, heavy on the money. This is something that Spirit's bringing in at this time. Eight of Cups energy, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords. There's a lot of people that are watching a particular masculine that's moving on from certain situations here. Something that was displaying as if it was what they thought it was, but it really truly wasn't. This is your angelic support team. 1111 is very significant for you. But your angelic support team, there's a particular loved one here that protects you very deeply. They get a little bit irritated though in regards to some of your moves, but it's like this is an energy to where they can't control it. This is kind of giving like stubborn energy also as well, but it's like, yeah, Page of Swords in reverse here. Like something's been revealed, a masculine here. And it brought a Tower here also as well. Yeah, you may have been dealing with a particular woman here that was kind of very, I'm hearing mouthy, cutthroat also as well. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you was once collabing with this person. It's like Spirit's like, no, don't collab with this person. Like there's a particular ancestor here that's been showing certain people because you've been giving these people money. With the King of Pentacles energy also as well, Ace of Pentacles. You've been giving certain people money also as well is what I'm picking up on. And yeah, exactly. Knight of Pentacles also as well. This could be something surrounding like player energy also as well is what I'm picking up on. It's like you're giving your energy to certain people that don't deserve your energy. And this kind of like rattles the cages within your spirit team or your particular ancestor. More so ancestor than more so a spirit team, you know, in a sense here, you know, because a lot of times, you know, high level, more higher, there's a hierarchy when it comes to spirits. So, you know, ancestors will be more on that gang, depending on your, you know, and then sometimes also when it comes to your spirit team, you know, they don't really invade in, but, you know, neither does really ancestors as much, but your ancestors is going to show more than, you know, in regards to like trying to push more than an actual, you know, spiritual being, you know, as far as like a higher level hierarchy spirit. But I'm picking up on ancestor right now. So there's a particular ancestor, or it just doesn't have to be ancestor. This is a loved one that passed on is what I'm picking up on. So this doesn't have to be an older person or things of that nature. This could be just someone who passed on that you know, a loved one here that is very heavy on protecting your energy. They don't like fake people around you. They don't like that bullshit around you. They don't like you giving your energy off to people that don't mean it, you know, need to have it type of energy also as well. So this could feel like a strong push here, and it's like there could be a lot of things that are kind of being revealed at this time to where it's like or certain little things that are happening also as well. Like Spirit may be tugging you to slow down also as well. Because what I'm picking up on is like, you know, how your shirt gets caught on the door, you know, also as well, or you can't find your keys and things of that nature. Like Spirit's kind of playing with you in a sense. Like this is a particular ancestor that's telling you to slow down, you know what I'm saying, and take in what they're trying to show you. Because someone's on the go all the time. And it's like when you actually do slow down, I feel like this is when they really try to talk to you, really try to push things towards you also as well. But you may kind of play it off in a sense here, or think that your own mind is playing tricks on you, but it's not. So I feel like this is someone who overthinks a lot also as well is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, see, every single time my tapestry does that, it always is something being revealed. So something's been revealed here. Someone's very connected to the rain, because this rain, thunder just gravitated to my attention. So someone's very connected to the rain. During the thunderstorms, during the rain, you get a lot of downloads, or you think a lot. I feel like this has to do because you don't necessarily like to get out in the rain. So you're kind of usually cooped up in the house. And so this is when Spirit brings you the most downloads. Yeah, no connection now. Yeah, see, exactly. Like, it's like randomly it has no connection. So that's why I'm saying, like, there's some sort of connection here in regards to the rain, thunderstorms. You know, you may like to hear the rain and the thunderstorms. You may want to sleep with the rain and the thunderstorms could be significant also as well. But something about that calms your mind. The water does. You maybe like to go close to the water also as well, could be significant. Yeah, I said this. This is your spirit team. This is somebody's spirit team. This is someone's ancestor here. This is someone's loved one. And see how this Three of Pentacles is up right now. It was, in reverse here. So it's like, Spirit is showing you the right people that you're meant to collab with, and the people that you're not needing to collab with at this time is what I'm picking up on. Well, I wouldn't have thought of that, and I don't like being in the rain. I like it more when I'm in the house. Ashe. Yeah, I like being able to just kind of go out in the rain and sit in the rain for a little bit, or like kind of stand in the rain, let the rain kind of hit my face. But as far as like getting out in the rain, I don't really like getting out in the rain because I don't like my clothes wet. Like that irritates me low key. Show me the Three of Pentacles and what the Spirit is trying to show for this particular energy. Yeah, like I said, there's something here that's very much revealed now. Like something is completely revealed. 333 can be your I'm telling you, can be your confirmation number. 333 is very significant here. Eight of Cups, the Fool, and the Three of Swords in reverse here. I feel like this is over with. In regards to something. Yeah, it does feel icky. But I feel like there's something over with here with the Three of Swords and the Fool and the Eight of Cups here. I feel like this is something to where this may have kind of stung that heart space. Like it hurt, like this betrayal, it hurt for a while. But I feel like this is something to where the cups, like everything that glitters isn't gold. Like this was a facade. It was an illusion. So it's like what I'm picking up with this energy is like Spirit's like, there's no need to sit here and dwell on this energy. And I feel like this is something that someone may be noticing now, to where it's like, I don't really need to sit here and be so sad over something that really wasn't even really what they said they was, type of energy. Like the love was fake. And it's like, I feel like this is more so you being disappointed in yourself or falling for the okie doke. And this is where the test is. This is where the learning lesson is to where, having more of your discernment, being more, like I said, that slowing down energy, to where you'll be able to notice these things before they happen or before they come. So it's like, being on the run all the time, being on the go all the time. Also as well, not paying attention to the signs, also as well as what had you fall for the okie doke, type of energy. And it is not saying that, when you're kind of slowing yourself down, you're not going to fall for the okie doke sometimes, because it's just human nature. But, one of the things is when you start to slowing things down, you can pay attention more to the signs. You can see things more clearly also as well. So I feel like this has to do with, Spirit kind of sitting you down in a sense, to where it's like maybe there were certain things that you had to, fall back from in a sense here. I feel like this is something also surrounding finances, to where someone took a loss on money also as well, to where it's like you had to sit down, maybe you was out partying all the time, to where you had that money. I'm seeing someone who's kind of passing out like shots also as well. So you may be someone who was the breadwinner in your circle, in your group, to where it's like, I got it. I'm seeing someone kind of swiping like a card or credit card or whatever case may be. So like this could be something to where you was kind of buying everybody else, things, in a sense here, like, oh yeah, I got it. I'm saying? You balling, I'm saying? It's like, and I feel like this is something to where you don't necessarily have much of a standard enough for yourself per se. So it's like you may be very a minimalist. Okay, so it's like, you may not need as much, type of things also as well, to where you don't necessarily spend as much money on you. It makes you happy to spend money on everybody else, in a sense, because it's like it just makes you feel good. I feel like also this has to stem from poverty also as well here. So this is something surrounding all that glitters isn't gold, certain situations, materialistic things. Just because you're pouring out to certain people, just because you're providing certain lifestyles for certain people, doesn't mean that they're going to treat you the way that you want them to treat you. Doesn't mean that they're going to appreciate certain things that you give toward them also as well. Some people are just around for the ride, and that's what I'm picking up on. Is certain people are around for the ride, and it's like, how you can overextend for certain people. You may even change certain things about yourself, or you may even overextend yourself also as well, towards like, I don't usually do this, but I'll do this for you, or I'll do this for certain people because I care about you, or whatever case may be. There's certain people that is not going to do the same thing for you, is what I'm picking up on. And this is why Spirit had to reveal this energy, to where it's like, if this person was to, have this amount of money, they're not sharing that money with you. Or if this person was to, come across something, extravagant, or just something in general to where it's like you would have did this for them, these certain people was not going to do this for you also as well. They may have gave you a little bit, what I'm saying, kind of breadcrumbing energy is what I'm picking up on. But it's like you're not their first begging call. And it's like this could be something to where you was kind of someone's first kind of call, or you're, like this is who you thought of in a sense here. In regards to certain things like riches or just things that you may kind of receive. And it's like you may kind of, it's kind of like the energy of, what's consideration also as well. Consideration has been coming up this month lately for me a lot also as well. But consideration is very significant to where it's like, say for instance, it's like, you are out and about and you go shopping, or you go and get something to eat, or you're grocery shopping, I don't know, whatever the case may be, and you decide to go get you a little meal or a little something to snack on. And it's like you think about this person like, oh, I think this person might like it, what I'm saying, or let me consider this person, so let me go ahead and grab something for them also as well, or call them up and ask them if they need something, things of that nature. And then this person is out and about, or they're doing certain things, or they grab something for themselves, and it's like, damn, you could even bring me back something to eat, type of energy. So it's like, this is certain people that don't necessarily consider you, but you considering them all the time. All right. That's what I'm picking up on. This has to do with you. Yeah. Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers also as well here. This has to do with someone giving to certain like lover situations. And okay, so what I feel like this energy is, this is a masculine also as well as what I'm picking up on. There could be a particular masculine here to where you was in player energy. With this Knight of Wands, it's like you want to commit, you don't want to commit. You want to commit, you don't want to commit. Type of energy with the Knight of Cups, but it's like you're a charmer. So it's like, I speak about this a lot in regards to certain men who actually want that relationship, that picture of a home relationship, the woman on, the wife and blah, 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 but they always continue to stay in this energy of Knight of Wands, of being a player, of not being able to fully commit, not wanting only one woman, things of that nature. And it has nothing to do with the woman. It has everything to do with that person's own self-value, their own self, their lack of self-control. They can't necessarily control themselves in regards to falling into temptation, also as well. Or, the lack of self-control in also the upbringing, also as well, like, in regards to certain people that you may be around, to where it's like you actually truly want to be that lover boy, but it's like you don't necessarily step into that lover boy 100%. It's like you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of energy, because you are worried about what other people have to say, or maybe you're too afraid to be in commitment because, like I said, you don't have that control within yourself as far as falling for temptation. But then you have to dive a little bit deeper and ask yourself, why do I continue to fall for this temptation? Why do I continue to fall for the okie doke? Why do I, feel like I need to have just kind of everything and not be, satisfied with what I have? That's a lack of lack of being satisfied within yourself. You keep on trying to chase a high, but it's like, the high is not necessarily fulfilling, so it's like, you have to be satisfied within yourself, versus always chasing that high. It's like that dopamine hit, also as well, and this is why a lot of us, can't necessarily watch certain things for a long period of time, over 2 minutes. And that's why that's, kind of one of the studies that shows, especially us that been on TikTok, because it's like, we can't even watch a 2-minute, show or 2-minute video because of how much our dopamine or whatever the case to be, in regards to scrolling, to where it's like, we need that high, like something that's going to show us like right then and there, that flash, type of energy. The same thing with smoking, the same thing with drinking and things of that nature. It's like you need that high, in a sense here, to where it's not necessarily regulated the way it needs to be. So I feel like this has to do with like dysregulation energy also as well within somebody, is needing to, just kind of work on yourself in regards to that. And it's like, you don't have to beat yourself up, okay? Because this is somebody who likes to beat themselves up a lot, because it's like, oh, I'm hearing something bad about myself. And this has to do with someone who has always kind of did the right thing, or just kind of always been right, or you always, usually right, or whatever case may be here. Is like, it's kind of like perfectionism, to where it's like when someone kind of, you come across somebody who may have constructive criticism for you. And this is kind of like giving all-star energy. So maybe you're good at everything, like naturally good at everything. And then it's like once somebody kind of catches a flaw or catches something within you, it's like, oh shit, I'm not who I say I am. You start spiraling, you start going down a little rabbit hole. You start being insecure. But the whole reason why these insecurities is coming up is because you could be used to people always saying yes to you also as well, like, yes man, yes women, type of energy, to where it's like, when you come across someone saying no, it's kind of like, no, like, what you mean no, type of energy, like, what you mean you don't, what you mean you're not interested in me, what you mean, like, I'm not good enough for you, like, type of energy. And then you start to spiraling down. And it's like, and then whole time it's just like, that has to do with your own self-value and your own self-worth. You're reflecting that and you're projecting that energy off to other people also as well here, is what I'm picking up on. All right. Who's going first, the masculine or the feminine? What Spirit's bringing up to me right now, to piggyback off of what I was just saying, is and I was thinking about this yesterday also as well, or actually I was thinking about this morning. I was having this as a download. A lot of men will put women in competition, and it's like, you don't necessarily have to be trying to purposely put women in competition, but it's like, wanting women to feel a particular type of way because of the type of women you choose or whatever the case may be. And it's like, a lot of times as us women, we have to realize that it's not always us. It's most of the time it's that own person's own, situations and values, and it projects onto us as if we feel like something's wrong with us. So it's like, you'll start feeling insecure about yourself. You'll start be like, well, what does that person have on me type of energy? Like, why do you choose her? Or whatever the case may be. And it's like, and then we'll get to questioning ourselves and things of that nature. And then that's why you see so many women are in competition with each other, a secret competition, or don't never want to speak on their insecurities. And, they're just so perfect and things of that nature, because don't nobody want to be real about how they feel, also as well here. But what I was picking up on in regards to that energy is, a lot of times a man will choose the lesser, I don't want to say it as if it's like lesser value, but most of the time they'll choose the lesser value woman, and I say this a lot on my page, in regards to certain men that are getting ushered to go towards their divine feminine. And they'll choose a karmic path and a karmic energy because they're so used to the comfortability of not, changing certain things about themselves. And, when they speak on, oh, she's too much, or, oh, she's, she requires too much, or, whatever the case may be, don't see yourself as devaluing yourself, and don't accept any lower, just because somebody doesn't want to necessarily show up for themselves, because it's like, they're not necessarily showing up for you. They're showing up for you also as well, but they're showing up for themselves. So if that man decided to choose themselves and to show up to the version that they're supposed to be, to meet you at that level, instead of being intimidated or whatever the case may be, or afraid, because they're afraid because of their own issues. That's why. So it's like, when men are afraid of commitment, it's not that they don't want to settle down with one woman, because you'll see it in all the time, to where certain men will settle with one woman, but they'll, eventually cheat every once in a while. It's like they want to settle with a woman, but it's like, at the end of the day, there's so many factors in regards to that person of why they don't necessarily fully settle down. And this is why you can't force someone's hand in regards to a man settling down also as well. You want that man to come to you and choose you fully, when he's in his power. Because it's like, when you have a man that is, kind of feeling forced to settle down, or kind of just is like, well, let me try it, type of energy. And it's like, and then, it ends up fucking up and being a flop, type of energy. It doesn't have to do with you. It has to do with them. clearly pretty much, you know, the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation and whatever his name is, Klay Thompson, you know, pretty much. But you know, it's just kind of one of those things to where, you know, and then those type of men also as well, they'll have a point to where they'll feel very resentful, or they'll resent you as a woman because it's like, I didn't want to settle down in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's kind of just one of those things to where knowing your value, knowing your worth also as well, so that you don't attract that type of person, and it's going to leave you in this energy of being, you know, to where your cups aren't filled. You know, five of cups energy. You know, feeling sorrow, feeling sad, you know, start looking at yourself and feel like something's wrong with you and things of that nature. Like, no, that has everything to do with the reflection of that person, you know, in regards to their own deceitful ways and not knowing how to be structured and disciplined in regards to letting go of that deceitful energy is what I'm picking up on. And a lot of times also, like I said, some of those men will kind of envy you, or they'll kind of like be irritated by you in a sense to where they may kind of show off a particular type of energy towards you because of the fact of, you know, you require more. So it's like sometimes those men will be irritated that you require more because it's like, well, why you require more? Because I'm used to getting, you know, less type of energy. That's just what it is. They're used to getting less. They're used to getting the, you know, the women that decide to throw themselves at them and chase them and things of that nature. They're used to that. So it's like, you know, when they come across women that aren't like that, you know, it's like they're projecting onto you, you're the problem. You're the problem. You got an issue, you know, whatever the case may be. You got too high of standards. You need to lower your standards and things of that nature. And it's like, no. Okay, no. Thank you. But yeah. Who's going first, the masculine or the feminine spirit? The masculine. My incense was burning really fast. Something is significant about something moving quickly and something burning quickly. You know how certain things are slow burn? Also as well. Okay. You know how certain things are slow burned? There's something moving quickly for something to get out the way is what I'm picking up on. Could be significant. Messages for the masculine at this time. Masculine for the masculine energy. Messages for the masculine energy. Four of Wands in reverse here. Something significant about your foundation. You're learning a lesson in regards to your foundation here. Your manifestations may be a little bit wonky because of your foundation is what I'm seeing. With the Four of Wands in reverse. Also, something is significant about a commitment. Could be significant also as well. Hey. But something could be significant about a particular commitment that didn't necessarily play out the way that it was supposed to play out, or play out the way that you wanted it to play out. 555 is very significant here. Also as well. I am seeing multiple people here though. So I'm seeing multiple people had a play in this energy also as well here, masculines. This could be why you've been kind of like stuck with in regards to your money. There's been heavy energy surrounding your money here. You've been kind of stuck and stagnant in regards to money. So it's like you're trying to manifest something to come in, but and I feel like you are still hopeful, but it's like, damn, where is it going? Like, what is anything coming in? Like the fruits of my labor type of energy, and it is. But like I said, there's certain situations and certain deceit energy that needs to be let go of around you. Certain people are like kind of mooching off of your energy. And this has been coming out for some time in regards to certain people that are mooching on your energy at this time. Ace of Wands, the Chariot, and Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Like I said, there's certain people that you are, yeah, exactly, King of Pentacles. There's certain people that are being revealed at this time in regards to who you collaborate with, okay? This is why things have to be slowed up for you at this time. because someone's not seeing something, you know, or you're seeing it, but you don't want to believe it. That's what I'm picking up on also as well. It's like you're being shown certain things, but it's like you want to kind of keep pushing it to the side or keep pushing it on the, you know, on the back burner. And then it's like you still kind of wondering why this, like, this new start's not happening. It's not going to happen until you let go of this energy that Spirit keeps telling you to let go of. And that's that 10 of Swords energy. So 10-10 could be very significant also as well here. You can be seeing 10-10. This could be due to you not wanting to let people go also as well. This has to do with something sort of like an attachment issue. Also as well could be significant. This has to do with like people very, very close to you that you may have never thought that you was going to let go of. Could be significant. It's like stepping into new waters. It's like you're afraid to let go of certain people that have always been around with the 5 of Pentacles energy. And you're afraid to collaborate with people new. And then I'm hearing that song, no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no new type of energy also as well. But it's like there's certain new friends or people that you may not have been, you've been in communication with, but it's like you haven't necessarily been around those people. Like those people don't know the ins and outs of you and things of that nature. And it's like, you know, this is kind of like, you know, like just like colleagues or just like people that you may have kind of went to, you know, worked with at one point in time, or just certain people that you may have, you know, connected with at one point in time that actually are very healthy for you. And it's like, this is more your speed, but it's like you probably just kind of communicate with them every once in a while, you know, hey, how's it going? Blah, 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 catch up, whatever, da, da, da. And it's like the people that you actually, you know, collaborate with, to where you go out with these people, you talk to these people on a regular basis, things of that nature. It's like you don't want to let those people go, because those people know everything about you. You feel comfortable with them. You grew up with them, whatever the case may be. But these people continue to keep you stagnant and stuck. These people continue to keep mooching off of your energy also as well. These people continue to keep giving you certain advisement that's not even meant for you to be, you know, in that advisement. So it's like environment shapes your reality. So it's like you're in a particular reality here because your environment is shaping the way that you are being molded into in regards to being around these particular people. So it's like if you want something different, you got to try something new. You got to do something different. You got to be around certain other people that are different, that think differently also as well. So it's like you may stand out in regards to these particular people here, masculine, to where you're trying to feed these people, to where it's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We got to think this way. You know what I'm saying? You can't think like that. Da, da, da. You're trying to pour into these particular people, but it's not doing anything for you because it's draining you. So it's like, take a step back at this time to really kind of realize, are these people, you know, listening to the things that I'm saying? Are they kind of utilizing these skills, the skill set that I kind of know, these things that I'm kind of trying to teach them or show them, whatever case may be here. And it's like also consistency, because a lot of people be fake futuring, you know, so a lot of people will, you know, they'll be on board for a little bit, but they're not going to stick with the long run energy also as well, because you're the one that sticks with the long run. So if you're around certain people that are used to you continuously going, you having that momentum, you continuously being that ambitious person, you know, also as well here, it's like you're around certain people that are not as ambitious as you. They're fake ambitious people. You know, you'll have certain people that be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they may have good ass ideas, you know, also as well. Like I've been around certain people like that, to where they have good ass ideas, you know what I'm saying? They fun as hell to be around, you know, things of that nature. They have good talent also as well, but they continue to throw their life away. And that's what I feel like is this energy, because certain people would rather be on the coat's tail, you know, and rather, you know, kind of be hanging on, you know, to your success than actually building that success with you. That's why you'll see certain people to where you're over here building a brand, you're building a business, you're building, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to build that money, that momentum, whatever the case may be. And it's like, I'm hearing you wasn't with me shooting in the gym, okay? By Rick Ross energy. So it's like, you know, it's like certain people be like, yeah, I knew you was always going to make it. I knew you was going to, you know what I'm saying, come out shining and things of that nature. And then they be ready to be right there with you. And it's like, whole time you wasn't with me when I was going through my down times. You wasn't with me when I was sitting here, you know what I'm saying, trying to explain to you I was depressed, or, you know, I was having high anxiety, or, you know, whatever the case may be, when I was broke, when I didn't have the money, but now you want to come around when I got the money, or whatever the case may be in regards to this particular energy. And so that's what I feel like some of you masculines are navigating at this time. It's like certain people that, like I said, fake ambition people, or people that kind of just always think about ambition, but it's like they don't want to do it themselves. They don't want to do the work. They want you to do the work. And they want to tag along is what I'm picking up on. And these people hide this very, very well. This is somebody who hides this very well around somebody. Like they're really good at disguising themselves is what I'm picking up on. And it's like sometimes you don't see it because, like I said, this is someone who disguises it very well. But someone's very conniving, very sneaky, very not being able to be trusted also as well here. And like I said, someone says certain things to make it look good. And this is why discernment is so key right now. And also, like I said, certain things of why you may be kind of in your head, trapped in your head, and like, nah, I don't believe it. I think I'm playing tricks on myself, type of energy also as well. Nah, that person don't act like that towards me. This been my road dog for forever. This been my right hand man. It's been whatever the case may be. No, it's usually the closest people to you. I'm telling you, because they know your patterns. They know your ways. All right, they know exactly what you'd be thinking, because you be telling this person everything also as well. So that's something significant here, masculines. Let's see here. What else is needing to be known? It's funny how these cards are just literally falling out, okay? But Fox energy, enigma, adaptability, and shape-shifting. Like I said, swipe or no swiping energy, okay? It's like there's somebody around you that is a sneaky ass motherfucker, okay? And you can't trust that person. They shape-shift energy, okay? Shape-shifting, they shape-shift, they change personalities, things of that nature, to adapt in regards to their society or the person they're around or whatever the case may be. This can be someone who acts a particular type of way around certain people, things that someone's an actor, okay, is what I'm picking up on. Also, this has to do with you shape-shifting as well. You adapting to, your energy, you adapting to your environment, you adapting to the changes and to the pathways that you're meant to go down. Shape-shifting energy is not always bad. That's a gift in a sense, so it's like, maybe you're someone who knows how to adapt with different people, different crowds, different types of people. You're not really judgmental and things of that nature. You can kind of be around anybody, type of energy. And then you also have those people that are bad shapeshifters that will take on the personality or the traits of other people because they don't know how to identify with themselves. They don't know how to identify with their own authenticity, or it's also to adapt around people so that they can get what they want, also as well. So that's significant here, masculines. All right, what's hiding in the shadows? What is keeping these masculines in fear at this time? What is it that need to work on at this time? I'm seeing fear of failure. Yeah, exactly. Mask. Like I said, duality, protection, and caution. This fell right onto the Fox. Like there's someone here that's wearing a mask, and I can't make this shit up. Someone's wearing a mask here. All right, you can't trust certain people that's around you at this time. All right, you need to pay attention to these certain people. They're wearing a mask. All right. You're being protected from certain people also as well. So it's like if you've been kind of feeling like your energy's been feeling off, feel like you just kind of like, I don't know if I can really trust that person. You need to trust your gut in regards to that. One of the things in regards to the way, honestly, I move is if there's something that I'm kind of getting like red flags of, like there's something that's alerting me in regards to the way someone's acting towards me, their energy or whatever the case may be, I'm picking up on certain things. I don't completely always cut that person off right then and there. I pay attention. I just kind of, let me go ahead and note that in the back, type of energy. And I'll still continue to show up the way I usually show up. And a lot of times you can read it over my face, to honestly, sometimes I just really can't really hide it, to be honest. But, most of the times I just am like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put that in the little library back there. And, let's see if that builds up in regards to that deceitful energy that I'm picking up on. And, and then I start to make my moves. So it's like, sometimes you do have to kind of, because sometimes certain people just have bad days. Sometimes, certain things just be going on with certain people. It ain't maybe, fully, you also as well, that kind of red flag may, alert because of the fact that you have trauma surrounding that also as well in regards to people acting funny, so it's like sometimes I'll just kind of keep it back there because I'm like, I don't know if it's me my trauma showing up, or this is really actually this person's character. So it's like I'll kind of wait around for a little bit, and then it's like, okay, and then once it confirms to where it's like, yep, that's exactly who this person is, that's that character, that's what you're seeing, that's what you're being shown, you gotta trust that, you know what I'm saying, in regards to that, then I go ahead and make my move and move the way I move. So it's like sometimes you do kind of gotta just kind of let me peep that, let me pay attention for a little bit, let me go ahead and alert you, let me see that alert, that little flashing, like that little alarm clock. It's like, it's kind of like, the alarm clock, and then you put snooze a little bit, and then it's like you got another alert. It's kind of like that energy in a sense here. It's like, you snooze it a little bit, and it's like, let me just go ahead and sleep on it for a little bit, let me sit on it for a little bit, and then it's like once that alarm comes back off, and you're like, not feeling it. So then you can make that decision to either, you just kind of keep a distance from certain people, you just kind of don't necessarily, talk to them as much, also as well, if you don't want to necessarily lose that relationship per se right now. Or you kind of just completely drop it, okay, type of energy, to where it's like, yeah, I can't continue to keep dealing with this weird shit, okay. To me, I can't continue to keep dealing with certain weird shit. Like, it's just not going, it's going to bother me. I'm not going to show up the same. You're going to be able to see it all over my face. I can't be fake. I can't just be in spaces that I don't like. I can't be around people that I don't like. I can't follow people that I don't like. I can't do it. It's just not going to work for me. Okay. But anyway, so wisdom, experience, and hidden knowledge. It's like there's certain things that are being revealed in regards to this wisdom, this experiences, and knowledge at this time. It's like, so it's like tapping into that knowledge that Spirit's kind of bringing out at this time. In regards to the people that may be around, the way that you move, also as well here, the moves that is being meant to be made also as well. So I feel like what's kind of hiding in the shadows here in regards to you masculines is kind of just, tapping back into that internal knowledge, that things, those hidden keys is what I'm picking up on. And then the things that you're being protected from. So I really said like slowing down and really kind of paying attention to the signs is what I'm picking up on, in regards to this particular energy. And then, like I said, fear of failure. It says here, mystic swap also as well. Deep waters are reflection you can't see. You won't find yourself if you don't go deep. So this is an energy to where it's like you need to go a little bit deeper. You can't necessarily see yourself if you're not going any deeper. You're just kind of seeing surface level things. Is what I'm picking up on. And this is what it pretty much says. And then behind that was fear of failure, like I said. I was seeing fear of failure here. So it's like you're afraid to kind of jump off the cliff and take that leap of faith here, when it's like Spirit's like, stop being fearful of, failure. Stop being fearful of going deeper and penetrating deeper also as well. Because it's like when you're staying on the surface level, you're going to get surface level relationships. You're going to get surface level things, just, things that are just comfortable, and it's like in whole time they may be comfortable, but it's one of those things to where you desire more. You ever kind of just was like, yeah, I'm comfortable, but it's like for some reason your heart just keeps on tugging to where it's like, man, I just need like a deeper relationship. I need a deeper love than this. This is not it, type of energy. It's like there's just something that's just always like, this is not it. When you're working a job and it's like, yeah, it makes good money. I'm saying? I'm making good money, things of that nature. I kind of like it, but not really. I don't really like where I'm at, But it's like, but I make good money, it pays the bills, or, I get certain things that I want, but it's like surface level. That's surface level. When you dive deeper, it's like, I don't really like this job. I can't stand this job. I'm not doing what I really truly want. It's not satisfying me. Things of that nature. It's like an itch that just keeps coming up also as well. So it's like when you kind of find yourself in a space to where it's like there's like an itch that just keeps coming up, and it's like, I don't know, it's just something that I just don't feel is this right, also as well. It's like, it's because you're not diving deeper in regards to yourself. It's like, do I really desire this, or is this what everybody else told me I desired? Also as well, this is how I was brought up in regards to accepting this type of lifestyle also as well. I'll be one to testify against that also as well, because it's like, yeah, there was a time where I'm like, everybody was like, yes, you got that. I got the government job at 22. So it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, I got a government job at 22 years old. I'm young. I'm making good ass money, things of that nature, blah, 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 and had to go through all these hoops and everything of that nature to work here. And it's like, I loved it for at one point in time, because I'm like, yeah, I got a big girl job, da, da, da. But it's like, at the end of the day, I hated that place. Okay. I hated it. And the reason why I hated it is because it's like, I'm working for an entity that is against the people. So it's like, and this is against my own morals and my own values in regards to how I have an outlook in regards to life in general and just the world itself. I'm a humanitarian. So it's like, it doesn't make any sense to work there. So it's like, that was kind of one of the things that I was, that was challenging in regards to needing to go a little bit deeper, in regards to, finding my purpose and finding where I'm at now. All right. Whew. Mouthful for the masculines, baby. Okay. It's all coming through. What's the T here that the masculines need to know at this time? Ego. All right. Ego and crying over you also as well here. It's like there's certain things in regards to your ego that you need to let go of. All right. There was a particular message that I just put up on. It was talking about cry me a river. All right. Also as well. And it had to do with certain people that may be kind of hurt. You know how certain people will, okay, certain people that love to manipulate, a lot of people will do you dirty until you decide to leave, until you decide to make a change and change certain differently also as well. It's like, oh, I swear I'll be this person, what I'm saying? Because you completely decided to step out of the house or step, completely away from the relationship or whatever the case may be. And it's like, so certain people may be coming around you, like, crying you a river, oh my God, I can't, I'm hurt, I'm sad, I can't believe I did this to you, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. And it's like, and really what it is certain people that you was connected to was just feeding into your ego. It just was very egotistical relationships and things of that nature. I can't make it up. Fake smiles, okay? It's like certain people that are smiling in your face, but it's like it's all a facade. It's all fake here. A lot of people know how to, cry on cue. Also as well, child, I don't even want to talk about that, but there's people that know how to cry on cue. They'll think about something sad, okay? And they'll just randomly start crying and say that it's what they're crying about is because you or this situation that they're connected with you, okay? And it's like, in the whole time, it's like, baby, they're not even crying about you. They're crying on certain things that you provide them, that they're getting lost on certain things, and really just certain people are just mentally unstable, also as well. So that's something that can be very significant at this time. Exactly. You can feel it. Okay. You can feel it. And I feel like this is an energy to where it's like somebody doesn't really like to really truly deeply hurt people's feelings. It's like sometimes you may come into a point to where it's like, yeah, you may be in a space to where you don't care sometimes, but it's like, I feel like this has something to do with someone comes with like a very sad story, type of energy. And it's like all of a sudden you feel sad, what I'm saying? Or you want to give somebody another chance, or it's like, damn, I did fuck up. This could be an energy to where you may have fucked up also as well here, masculines. And it's like, and you're like, damn, well, this person fucked up, I fucked up, let's continue to be together, and that's how you see a lot of these relationships are, also as well. And it's like, it's not saying that, certain things, fuck ups can come back together in a sense, but if you know that it's toxic for you and you know that you truly not really, you're falling for the okie doke, it's like, there's a need to move around. Okay, what's the T here for the masculines? I'm telling you. Wolf in sheep's clothing, okay? Like, wolf in sheep, this is someone who is lying, okay? They're a liar, all right? They be talking shit behind your back, okay? Whatever the case may be, this is someone who be lying. And it's like, whole time you're trying to spare someone who be talking shit about you. And they're a stalker. So it's like, somebody exactly broke ass also as well. Like I said, this is someone who only is crying because they're not getting the things that come with you. You could been providing for this person, giving this person money. They had a lifestyle with you also as well. And it's like, damn, when am I, it's kind of like one of those things, because I'm picking up on like losing best eater, also as well. Oh my God. So there could be something significant, when someone's like, damn, I lost my favorite, my best man, type of energy. This is the one that is the best eater, or this is the one that's the best money giver, or whatever case may be. They be having a whole roster, and then it's like, in the whole time it's like you're the favorite one. And so it's like someone may be losing their favorite one here, and it's like, so it's like, yeah, let me cry a river type of energy. Let me go in and they're stalking you, whatever case may be. Maybe try to act crazy, so the next girl doesn't want you, so the next girl doesn't deal with you also as well. Like, you got to quit falling into certain tactics, is, what certain people do, because then women be doing that too. Okay. We be trying to, blame and say all these men, baby, women are the worst. Okay. We know how to play the game much more easier. All right. I know how to be a liar. I know how to be one, but I'm not a liar. Okay. I can't stand liars. I don't like lying. You know, it irritates my soul. So it's like, but the thing is, I know how to be a great one. I know how to be a great one. I can play that role. You know what I'm saying? I can fake it, you know, things of that nature. I can make it seem real good, you know, things of that nature. Like, I know how to play a man, but I choose not to. Y'all are so easy. You know, also as well, like, men are so easy to play. Y'all be easy. All right. So it's just kind of one of those things. So where y'all don't be thinking, all right? Love on the brain here and uninterested also as well here. Like, there's someone here that is mad because you're uninterested in their particular uninterested in them anymore. So it's like I said, someone will try to act crazy, you know, in a sense, so that you can decide not to move on, so that you can be like, oh, I got this crazy girl, you know. And it's like, and then when you're moving on to a divine feminine, or a feminine that is not about drama or things of that nature, it's like, I don't know if I want to move towards her because I got this drama. I got this girl that's a leech that wants to keep on leeching on to me. That's a tactic. That's something that a raggedy ass female is going to do, because she doesn't want you to be involved with somebody else. So she'll try to put a blockage and a barrier in regards to you connecting with somebody else. And it's like, so it's like someone will be mentally unstable. You see, throat chakra trying to shut me up, okay? I'm not going to shut up, all right, at this time. So anyways, like I was saying, you know, that's just a whole little tactic in regards to, you know, certain women that like to do those type of things. Is try to be intimidating, you know, and things of that nature, so that you don't have, so you got to deal with them type of energy. That's not a woman that's in her divine feminine energy. She's not. She's in karmic energy, you know, because divine feminine is not chasing no man, all right? We are not chasing no man out here, all right, child. What else here for the masculine? Yeah. Bad habits and child services. This is a feminine that's all up in their ego here. All right. Also as well, someone doesn't really take care of their kids. They could play as if they're mother of the year, but they're truly not. Okay. Also as well here, someone puts men above their child, or whatever case may be, and has bad habits. This could be something to where you may have discovered over time. Okay. Someone may do some little, you know, sniffing. Also as well here. But someone does something over time here, or you found out about this over time, or someone's still hiding this from you in regards to what they do behind closed doors. Yeah, thief here also as well. And I'm telling you, marrying for money. Marrying for money. I can't make this shit up. And giving money. Like I said, this is someone who you was giving money to, okay, in regards to, you know, whatever it is in regards to you providing a particular lifestyle for this person. And this is the only reason why they was around, is because they want that money. All right. They may deal with somebody who is they may have other men that have money, but like I said, when a woman has their favorite, they have their favorite. Okay. If you are, you know, very attractive, you know, you got things going on for yourself. If you, like I said, very good in bed and things of that nature, and then she has someone over here that's kind of a little bit more uglier, but they have money. Like, it's like, I'm going to go with the man that I think is fine as hell, got the money and got the good deed. What you mean? So it's like, you know, some of y'all men be acting like y'all stupid, and it's just like, sometimes y'all just need to really get it together. Okay, get it together. This is why y'all be getting played too. And then y'all be thinking every woman's like that, but y'all be getting played. And then the whole time be thinking y'all be the one that be playing people. Like, y'all be getting played too. Like, stop playing. All right, is there anything else that the masculines need to know, Spirit? I'm going to pull from the note cards also as well. What does the masculines need to know? And I know there be some women that be like, don't be telling them our secrets and things of that nature. Girl, bye. Okay? Girl, bye. I'm telling. Okay? Spirit's telling. All right, make a change and tide of transition and adapt and thrive. This is an energy to where answers are unfolding at this time. There's a need for you to allow yourself to change. All right. It's like, quit forcing yourself to, or keeping that barrier in front of yourself to not allowing yourself to change. This is make a change in tides of transition and adapt and thrive. That's literally 3 cards of transformation. So like I said, 333 is very significant. You may be seeing things in 3s, or things are confirming in 3s. 3 people may be needing to be released at this time also as well, or over time you've been releasing 3 people. Could be significant in regards to the way they've been moving around you. also as well here. But there's something in regards to needing to push yourself into allowing yourself to change, allowing yourself to navigate these new waters also as well here, and to thrive and adapt in the new environments that you have. Quit thinking that you are not going to be able to change. You know what I'm saying? Quit creating all these fears in front of you also as well. Quit future faking also as well in regards to this particular energy. Just allow yourself to just continue to put one foot in front of the other. I feel like a lot of times with some of you masculines, you're thinking more like super in the future instead of just kind of like near future is what I'm picking up on. And it's like, and you haven't even took a step forward, to even, see if that's what the way your future is going to go. You're predicting something that may not even happen. So it's like, this is an energy to where you're calling, or you're canceling your own self out before you even decide to make a step is what I'm picking up on. So it's like, say for instance, you're because I'm looking at this relationship energy here. So it's like, maybe you're someone who wasn't really used to settling down. Maybe you had a woman and then you still cheat on the side, and it's like, well, in the past, or right now, I've been kind of in a space to where I was committing, but I actually wasn't really committing, and I was still cheating when I was in a relationship. So what makes you think that I'm going to be able to actually solidify in a relationship? Type of energy. Deers are significant, and trees are significant. Someone may be an earth sign. Someone may be needing to get outside in nature also as well. But you're pretty much, like I said, you're pretty much causing your own issue, your own what you speak and what you say. You're creating your own reality, your own manifestation here. So it's like, you're pretty much saying that you're going to be a cheater in the future also as well, because you was a cheater. And I don't necessarily believe in the whole once a cheater, always a cheater. It's like, it just depends on the person. If the person doesn't decide to change, if the person doesn't decide to want to, shift in regards to their reality and things of that nature, or they don't want to put forth the effort, then they're not necessarily, going to change. That's just kind of, but, someone who actually may have took some time, was cheating, and then it's like, they decide to go ahead and lay that cheating card down, and really actually be a committed person, then you can go that direction. Okay. There was a time where I cheated before too, but it's like, I'm not a cheater. Okay. I'm not a cheater. It takes too much time to cheat. If you're going to have to cheat, you might as well not even be with that person. Like, you got to continue to lie, you know what I'm saying? Also as well, you got to go through the phases of arguing, and, someone may want to check your phone, and just like, don't I want to live that type of life? Like, I'm not living that life, okay? I'm not living the life to where someone need to check up on you all the time. You know what I'm saying? Where you at? Where you going? Like, no, none of I got time for that, okay? Confirmations for the masculines. Trust and loyalty is a solid foundation when it comes to building a relationship. If you don't have any trust, you cannot build a relationship from there. You just can't. You're never going to be able to trust your person. So it's like, what's the point in having a relationship with someone who you cannot trust? That doesn't make any sense. All right. Kentucky, all right, can be significant. Someone may live in Kentucky, or someone traveled to Kentucky. Lost energy also as well here. Confirmations for the masculine. Like I said, there's something here in regards to this turning point that you're needing to change in regards to feeling like you're lost. Okay. That clear direction and that clarity in regards to you getting back on track and you being on track has to do with you allowing yourself to be lost. You can only be lost in the wilderness if you decide to just, continue to be lost on your own, type of energy, instead of not paying attention to the signs. All right. What else here for the masculines? A coworker is plotting on you. Okay, there can be somebody who's around you that's a coworker that's plotting on you, scheming. Okay. Throat chakra. All right. I was just saying, throat chakra energy is significant here for the masculines. You need to speak your authentic truth. You need to speak up for yourself. Express yourself also as well when it comes to your emotions and your feelings. If you're not expressing your emotions and your feelings and you're suppressing yourself, you're not necessarily living in your authentic truth, and it's also blocking you from connecting to divine source. All right. What else here for the masculines? Uses threats to get their way. All right. Yeah, like we were saying in regards to particular feminine was using certain threats here to get their way in to, so that you don't move on or move around. Someone could be, threatening to out you of certain things that they got, little receipts or, evidence or whatever case may be, or something significant about threatening. Okay, child, someone's, causing little scarcity tactics. Someone could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you may be dealing with here. Or you may be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's a particular grandfather here also as well that is protecting you, that's passed on. Get your head out of the clouds, all right? Yeah, exactly. Like I said, it's like you're too much in your head for somebody here, for the masculines. And it's like in spirits, like get your ancestor, because like I said, grandfather, okay? One of the things that I noticed in regards to, I think I just lost my train of thought, in regards to a grandfather, okay? One of the things that I noticed in regards to, I think I just lost my train of thought, in regards to, is you're meant to break that generational pattern. So there could be a particular grandfather that passed on. Maybe you know them, maybe you don't know them, but it's like, they know that you're meant to change the bloodline here. Passed on, maybe you know them, maybe you don't know them, but it's like, they know that you're meant to change the bloodline here. It wasn't necessarily changing certain ways, and so this is a particular loved one that wants you to change certain ways here, because this is what you're meant to do. Is what I'm picking up on. Confirmations for the masculines. You could drive a Chevy Malibu, all right? Sexual energy, all right? So you need to pull back on sexual energy at this time, all right? So you could be giving yourself up a lot, type of energy. You may not see it as self-value and self-worth, but when you are, giving people your energy sexually, and it's like multiple people, having sex with multiple people, also as well, or, just kind of out there in a sense, you're connecting with that, or you're tampering with your spiritual hygiene. Okay, everybody has access to you, so if everybody has access to you, you don't even have full access to yourself, because everybody else got a piece of that energy. So it's like there's a need for you to pull back, and I feel like we've been saying this for a while for these masculines, like y'all ain't been pulling back, and I know y'all be like, yeah, one ear out the other, like we're not about to stop fucking, okay, type of energy. But it's like there's a need for you to get clear. It's like you're wondering why your direction ain't clear, you're wondering why you're not clear. Stop fucking, all right? Just stop fucking right now. It's okay, okay? It's like you're not gonna miss out on no cooch, all right? You're just not. You're not. It's always gonna be there, all right? Childhood traumas, all right? Also as well here. So it's like there's some sort of childhood traumas that is coming up that spirit wants you to tend to also as well. This could be fears, things that you were taught by a particular masculine that may have been around you. And this could be why, you may be in a space to where you're very sexual. This could be a masculine that may have had sex at an early age. You may have been shown porn at an early age. You may have been shown porn magazines at an early age, also as well here. So it's like, so you've been used to this since a young age to where, you're like, damn, I don't know if I'll ever be able to stop, type of energy. But it's like, you have to be able to allow yourself to, fight the temptation. All right. Yesterday I was having troubles. All right. The day before that I was having troubles, bitch. I'm trying to fuck, all right? And it's like, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to allow myself to be given to certain people that don't deserve my energy, also as well. When I work so hard for my energy, I'm not giving that shit up, type of, like, I'm literally, I have to focus on my spiritual hygiene more than anything. So it's just one of those type of things, to where you got to really kind of value yourself and focus on you, okay? Throat chakra unbalanced, all right? That's twice, all right? So heavy on the throat chakra here, masculines, all right? You need to speak up, all right? You got that lump in your throat for a reason, all right? That's why you starting to see certain masculines barely even have an Adam's apple anymore. You used to see a lot of masculines where their Adam's apple used to be like out here. And it's like, why ain't it out here anymore? Like, why don't y'all really have that Adam's apple? Like, that's just, I'm just kind of wondering that, does anybody know? But that's just kind of, food for thought. But, throat chakra, it's like, because y'all aren't really truly, you either have overactive throat chakra, like I said, those masculines that love to talk shit about women and things of that nature. nature and sharing that opinion about women, you know, that is in the wrong manner, okay? And then also, you know, those that are not speaking up what you truly believe, what you truly think, and not expressing your emotions and your feelings. I'm gonna hold back because I don't want her to know how I feel. I might seem like a little pussy or whatever the case may be. And it's like whole time you're causing dysfunction in your own body because you don't want to necessarily, you know, expose what you actually truly need to expose. Okay, so would you rather sit here and cause dysfunction in your body, or would you actually go ahead and let go your pride and your ego to actually express yourself, because that's exactly what you need to do? That's part of the childhood traumas, you know, because it's like, you know, men are not used to speaking up for themselves. They're not used to tapping into their emotions and their feelings. Feelings are for girls, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. There's a need to grow up, okay, at this time. Confirmations for the masculine. I'm hearing 3 more. You are under confusion magic. All right. Like I said, someone's confusing you, you know, to where it's like you're not even sure what direction that you're meant to go. Because like I said, when everybody has a piece of you, of your energy, them sexual ties, them sexual cords, you know what I'm saying? They keep you confused. So it's like you over here trying to, you know, 1 minute you're clear, the next minute you're not, you know, it's like, and pay attention to that, because it's like when you're clear, and you're like, all right, I'm about to make the decision. I'm about to, you know, step forward. I'm about to do what I'm about to do, whatever case may be, because it's clear. And then it's like all of a sudden, boom, you get confused again. Whatever case may be, maybe you're connecting with somebody here that is a confuser. Okay, like I said, I speak about that in regards to certain people that hold a static energy. So you may be around somebody that holds that energy as well, to where you end up being confused. And like I said, when it comes to soul ties, you know, energy, it's like when someone's thinking about you or someone's trying to disturb you, distort your energy, and you had sex with that particular person, now all of a sudden you're thinking their thoughts also as well, because it's like you're connected to that person on a spiritual level. So that's why there's a need to cleanse that energy. When it comes to celibacy, it's not just about just not having sex. You know, when it comes to, you know, focus on abstinence energy, you're clearing your energy, you're clearing your energetic field, you're clearing your spiritual maintenance in a sense here. So it's like that's why there's a need to pull back, is what I'm picking up on. Someone was sleeping in your bed, all right? So someone could have had somebody in your bed, was, you know, a particular feminine could have had somebody in your bed here. You may not have known about it. Someone could work night shifts, or someone could have been on vacation, or, you know, someone had a key to your house, or someone was staying at your house, or something could have been significant. You could have been off at work also as well, and someone was messing with somebody that may have been at your house. You have a high calling life cycle, and 2 years from now will be different for you if you step into that timeline that you're meant to step into at this time, because you got a high calling life cycle. So, you know, a lot of things, and solar plexus is what I'm seeing. All right, so solar plexus is significant, and your family is gossiping about you. All right, so you need to pay attention to certain family members. They may be saying things behind your back. All right, but solar plexus, that's that willpower energy, and that's also that confidence. So it's like step into that confidence. That could be unbalanced at this time, to where you have insecurities that you're needing to, you know, work through at this time. Push through those insecurities. Everybody has insecurities. All right, don't nobody just not be insecure. All right, everybody has insecurities. It's just all on not, you know, projecting your insecurities on other people, and, you know, things of that nature, you know. It's, you know, tapping into with your insecurities so that you can feel much better about yourself. Okay. Amani, I got your payment. If anyone else wants a reading, 2 spots are available at this time. The link is in the bio for my Cash App and my PayPal. All right, let's get on to the feminine message. It'll be short and sweet at this time. What does the feminine need to know at this time? I'm hearing flow. Yeah, confirmation. Excuse me. I'm hearing just flow. Just go with it. Just flow with it. Allow yourself to be fluid at this time. see something clearly. Someone's dating the opposite sex just as a cover up, and your spouse is cheating. Someone needs to see something. Yeah, LGBT. That's crazy. That's crazy. Someone, you need to see something clearly, because somebody is dating the opposite sex as a cover up, and your spouse is cheating in LGBT. So someone's actually down low here, and you may kind of have a sense of this also as well. You need to see this clearly. This is an energy to where someone may be kind of funny acting towards you. Like I said, there's something significant about the beginning of this message in regards to what I was speaking on, in regards to certain feminine that may be dealing with somebody who is manipulative within the mindset, and they kind of like want to diminish you, diminish your light, the way you think, and things of that nature. This has to do with someone who may be down low. So it's like things that you say, they're never going to like it, because it's like they truly want your position, and they truly want to live themselves, but they're too ashamed to live as themselves. So this is someone who is, doesn't live their authentic truth here, because they don't want to be seen as gay. Is what I'm picking up on. So it's like, as a woman, this person's never going to really truly be fulfilled from you, and this is why it's always shows this way, to where it's like, damn, when are you ever going to be satisfied? They're not going to be satisfied, because they want to be satisfied by a man, but they don't choose to. They got to do it down low wise. Yeah, the Hierophant energy, this could be a lesson that you're learning. Yeah, Knight of Swords energy also as well, and the Two of Swords and the Page of Cups here. So if someone breadcrumbs also as well here, keeps you in your head, keeps you trapped in your head. You feel very anxiety, this anxiety, heightened of anxiety. 222 can be your confirmation number also as well here. But someone's not going to shift, and they're not going to change. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles also as well. You could be looking for a new job. This could be something to where you may be worried about money also as well. This could be a man that may provide for you, or they pay the other bills, or whatever case may be. That like they may pay more of the bills, and it's like you may be kind of afraid that you are not going to have the money. Could be significant. This could be why you're kind of sticking around also as well in regards to a particular situation. But Knight of Cups and the Chariot, it feels like there's something here that you're going to get an offer in regards to a new job. Yeah, it's just like there's something here that you need to close out, because you're not going to be happy here with this energy. But there's something here that you're meant to be happy with, okay? But not in this cycle, not with this person. Show me more for the feminine. Ashe, the truth, Spirit said, Ace of Swords, clarity. So yeah, there's someone here that's down low. Yeah, toxic, very toxic. The Tower, the Knight of Swords also as well. Someone goes through phases of being, yeah, exactly what I say. Someone goes through phases of being rude. They can be very rude sometimes, very nasty. Oh, wow. They can be very nasty also as well, like in regards to the way they speak or the things that they say. Just kind of like rude moments is what I'm picking up on. They shift is what I'm picking up on. Someone comes off as if they can be nurturing sometimes, but then they shift again in regards to being very rude and disgusting is what I'm picking up on. Very toxic can be some of these actions is what I'm picking up on. Someone looks at same-sex porn is what I'm picking up on, this particular masculine. This could be why somebody gets very antsy when you're around their phone. Yeah, Queen of Swords, the Justice, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. You're afraid that, like I said, money is very significant here. You're afraid about this, but you being disciplined and not being stuck in your emotions and your feelings is not going to, if you continue to be stuck in your like emotions to where you feel as if you're not going to be able to override this energy as far as discipline, you know, you'll be stuck in that energy. But if you decide to go ahead and move forward and be disciplined about this and be structured and things of that nature, you'll get the things that you deserve. It just may come a little slower than what you expect. You may be kind of used to having fast results also as well here, but that's not the way spirit is moving for you. That's a specific message. Let's see what else here for the feminine. What else does the feminine need to know at this time? You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. You are loved. All right. Also as well here, you have a mission, or you just are meant to shift. Okay, there's something here that you're meant to shift. It says don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2. Move on. All right, take a shot. Type of energy. Fuck fear also as well is significant. All right, is what it says. It says it will lie to your face. Someone's afraid of certain things to move on, moving around from certain things that aren't really serving you. Okay, a lot of times we as women, we do get afraid that we're not going to find nothing better out there. You know, it's going to take forever to find our love or our life or whatever the case may be. And that's where you're settling. My ears ringing. Someone's ears can be ringing, but that's where you're settling here. You know, it's like you rather settle to be with someone that you're not meant to be with. You rather settle to be with somebody who is abusive towards you. You know, things of that nature. All right, that's what we do as women. You know, that's just kind of what it is. That's what happens. You know, that's what women and men, you know, also as well. But you got to grow out of that energy also as well. You know, you got to kind of allow yourself to move forward and choose yourself. You know, choose that particular, choose that route that you're wanting to go, and that actual value also as well. When you don't value yourself enough, the people around you are not going to value you. The man that you're with is not going to value you also as well. Hey. So it's like, yeah, exactly, with the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords and the Hierophant. This is a lesson, you know, of not allowing yourself to take breadcrumbing energy from people that don't truly pour into you the way that you're meant to be poured into. Because it continues to keep you in this space to where you are conflicting yourself. You're not trusting your intuition. Your intuition is showing up, telling you this is not enough. This relationship's not enough. You know what I'm saying? This person's very abusive towards you, whatever the case may be, and you continue to accept the bare minimum. And this is something to where spirits like show up for who you are. You know, when you think about this energy in regards to you're here for a reason, you know, and that you are loved here, you're not loving on yourself. You're not pouring into yourself. You don't have that true love with it for yourself, that self-love. When you're allowing other people to disrespect you, when you allow people to abuse you, things of that nature, you got to build that back up. And then on top of that, you know, some of you may have children with the Page of Cups here, to where it's like, you know, you're meant to pass on knowledge. You're meant to pass on certain things in regards to this particular, you know, energy, in regards to teaching, you know, things of that nature, of being that leader, or being that example. So it's like when you have little girls, or even just men, you know, you're taking on this energy of, you know, settling and accepting certain things that you're not meant to accept, and you're showing that child also as well that they are, you know, need to accept these type of behaviors from certain men, you know, and things of that nature. All right, so it's like, you know, choose yourself at this time. All right, quit being fearful of being by yourself. And yes, you know, society can make us feel like we need to be with somebody also as well, you know, or, you know, we get alone and we get tired of being single and blah, 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 blah. Trust me, okay? I feel the same way. I get tired of being single. I'm like, damn, I can at least have my man here, you know, like this, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you know, like I said, I'm not going to accept the bare minimum. I'm not going to be in my head at night wondering where this man is at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to be worried about him cheating on me. I'm not going to be worried about him talking shit or making subliminal posts about me on social media, things of that nature. All right, it's in my bio. But yeah, so it's like, you know, this is certain things that, you know, you got to just at least choose yourself. I go to bed very, very well at night. Okay. Like when you're, you know, you get to losing weight or gaining weight, you know, you get to breaking out, you know, also as well, your pH balance may be off also as well, or whatever the case may be, your hair start falling out, or, you know, it's just, you know, certain things where you're just so stressed out because somebody's not really truly being, you know, valuable to you or treating you as value, you know, also as well. So it's like, and then, you know, you know, the abuse, you know, also as well, whether that's physical, emotional, mental, you know, verbal abuse and things of that nature. It's like, I'd rather be alone. All right. Show me what else here. That's where you get value. 3 of Wands, exactly. It's like instead of being in this energy of 5 of Cups energy of feeling like their cups are not full, and then, you know, creating this facade as if you're happy and you're truly not, you know? So it's like, would you rather be happy, truly be happy, than to act like you're happy, you know, type of energy? Don't act like you're happy. Be truly enjoyed, be truly at peace, you know, also as well. Some of you may not even know what peace is because you've been around so much chaos, you know, also as well here. You know, and I can testify for that also as well. I didn't know what peace was until I just started to step out on myself and was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and just stop dating, you know, stop being, you know, be by myself and not worry about any men, you know, and things of that nature. And I finally found my peace. You know, it's so peaceful on this side, I'm telling you, to go ahead and choose yourself. But 3 of Wands. So it's like, this is an energy to where, you know, allow yourself to, yeah, this is going to take some dedication. It's going to take some work, all right? Because, like, you know, a lot of people like to try to make it seem like it's easy. It's not easy. I'll be the one to tell you, okay? It's not easy. You gotta work on yourself, you know, for sure. You know, and it takes time and dedication and to keep on showing up for yourself also as well, to have the discipline, to be able to let go of the temptation, you know, to not fall into the okie dokes, not fall into the tricks and the traps and things of that nature, you know, also as well, to, you know, not fall into the time of the summer or the winter when it's like everybody booed up and everybody want to be booed up because it's cold outside and things of that nature, to not fall into the whole traps of, you know, being out there and thoughting and plotting during the summertime. And it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot, you know, it really truly is. You know, you gotta, you know, and then when you get a little bit of liquor in your system and it's like, now I'm feeling it, it's like, who getting fucked tonight, okay? Like, I be having to like tune everything out. Like, that should be hard sometime, okay? So it's like, you gotta really be focused in regards to valuing yourself, and that takes time and dedication. That takes time for you to sit there with yourself, you know, sit with your shadows, sit with the times when you don't want to sit with yourself, you know, also as well, you know, ask yourself certain questions when you're afraid to ask yourself questions. Be sad, you know what I'm saying? Also as well, you got to be in that energy of expressing yourself and having those sad moments and vulnerable moments with yourself also as well, to where shit don't always be sweet, you know, as well, you know, with those nights. So, you know, that's very significant at this time. All right. Choose yourself at this time here, feminines. That's where the success is. Okay. That's when you are able to have spirit work on you when you're isolated. Spirit can't work on you all the time when you have everybody else around you, when you got somebody, you know, going against your intuition, things of that nature. When you get close to divine, get close to source, is because, you know, spirit has that time that is with you. Okay, spirit can have time with you. Messages for the feminine. Someone's favorite color is green. Lime green in particular could be significant. Battle of the Blues, Legends, and Cheer Up. All right. So Battle of the Blues here, take steps towards positive change. All right. So someone may be battling with these blues here. You know, not feeling, you know, feeling it, you know, certain things can be feeling heavy. You could be masking yourself to where it's like you're trying to make it seem like you're okay on the outside, but you're truly not. Nobody asks you how you really truly feel inside. You know, you may be checking up on other people. You may be hyper focused on other people just to ignore yourself. Is what I'm picking up on also as well. This is someone who's a people pleaser. So it's like, so you'll be hyper focused on everybody else but yourself because you don't want to sit with yourself, is what I'm picking up on. Because when you actually get to sit with yourself, you start to feel in that energy, that sadness, and there's a reason for that. You know, it's like, you know, we like to suppress that sadness. We like to suppress that energy because we don't want to feel it. But in order to feel it, you know, in order to move through it, for it to move through you, you have to feel it. You know, it's going to continue to be there. It's going to, you're just suppressing it. So, you know, allow yourself to be there in that present moment and allow those sadness to be there. Just don't stay there with the sadness. Okay. So it's like, do something afterwards that you love to do. Go get outside in nature, you know, just whatever, get a breath of fresh air, go get your nails done, get your feet done, you know, just do something to uplift yourself afterwards. Okay. Legends also as well here. Learn from people who inspire you. All right. So some of you may need to be around around certain people that actually truly care about you, you know, or just, you know, maybe you need to isolate yourself because, be around certain people or be around that energy of pouring back into yourself also as well here. And also this may be an energy to where feed your soul, also as well, feed your mind, feed things that you actually truly want to see on your feed, so it's like maybe you're scrolling a lot and you're seeing things that you don't necessarily connect with anymore, and it's like, okay, I need to start following more people that have a healthier lifestyle, a healthier mind and things of that nature. So follow more of that. Cheer up also as well here. Live in the moment, okay? Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Live in the moment at this time, okay? A lot of times we do be preparing for our own future. We do be thinking about the past, but it's like, don't stay in those times because, you can't fully, truly live in the moment of, the energy that you're in now if you don't sit in that energy, all right? So enjoy what you have right now, okay? So it's like a lot of times, you could just kind of look at things as it could be worse, okay? It could be worse. It could be worse. I could be, certain things could be happening right now, and I'm actually grateful for today, type of energy. Someone has a particular feminine around you that you cannot trust. All right. You may be confining in this particular person, but you cannot trust that person. It's a fake friend or somebody. Someone's name might be Janae. Could be significant. Someone's name could be Janae. What tea does the feminine need to be known of at this time? Moving silent, clout hungry, rejected, and unfazed. Bad karma dusted off and marrying for money, and your light shines and irritates their demons. Someone may be talking about you. They're on the same shit every day, though. They're on the same shit. They could be mad because you're unbothered also as well here. Confirmation. Someone could be mad because you're unbothered, and they're on the same shit different day. They may be trying to like speak upon you, saying that you're faking your energy or your journey, or you're faking healing, or behind closed doors you're a certain type of way, or whatever the case may be. The more people, someone speaks on your name because that's how they get their clout. That's how they get attention. They may speak on other things and it's like they don't get as much attention, but when they speak about you, they get attention. Move in silence at this time. Don't tell nobody what you got going on. Like I said, somebody around you, somebody around somebody here is a fake person, and they may tell your business. Someone may go back and tell someone's like ex or someone's lover or something to be significant about that. You may not know that this friend and that person is still is in cahoots and talking to each other, but they are. Show me more. Yeah, bad reputation, marrying for money, dirt digging, and boss daddy energy. Dirty offer. Bankrupt, and then they close the deck here. Someone comes off as if they are this boss daddy energy, and someone could have said that you someone's running a narrative that you have a bad reputation. So it's like this is someone who flips the narrative. They do things and then they flip it. So they'll be like, say for instance, this was a cheater, and someone will say, oh, this person was cheating on me. You know what I'm saying? They be lying. They flip everything, and this could be someone who also was feeding off of you in regards to money. Maybe you was giving this person money. Maybe you flaunted this person as if they was the one that was taking care of you, and things of that nature. And it's like, in whole time, they're like, oh yeah, I'm this boss daddy. I'm the one that's fake flexing, blah, blah, blah. And they said that you was marrying for money. Okay, this was in reverse because you wasn't truly marrying for money. You wasn't around this person for money. So someone wants to try to claim as if you're a gold digger so that other people wouldn't want you or wouldn't like you, because it's like, oh, well, this person's for money. You may be someone who kind of likes, dresses nice, or you just like, a lot of materialistic things, or, you're not someone who is like all about money though. It's like you look for other qualities also as well. So it's like the way you look on the outside, because look at this woman here. Like the way you look on the outside, it's like people may have that perception of you because of the way you look. in regards to particular energy. So it's like, this is why this person runs with this narrative, so they can make it look like, well, yeah, I was close to her, I was dealing with her, so y'all don't know her for real, for real. You may know the outside of her, and I'm confirming that this is who this person is. So someone's lying, all right? Like I said, someone's lying. Someone acts as if like they have money, but they're truly not. They're broke, bankrupt. And like I said, you could have been supporting this person for money, and it's like, and then they're saying, no, you're the one that wants the money. You're the one that's a gold digger. But whole time this person was mooching off of you. All right. Someone's trying to find something, but they can't fucking find nothing. All right. They can't find nothing. Impersonator. What I say? Impersonator. Someone is a liar. All right, confirmations, and I'll move on to my personals. Confirmations for the feminine at this time. Clean up your diet, all right? So some of you need to clean up your diet at this time. Eat more fruits and vegetables. Drink some more water. Eat a little bit more clean. Someone needs to let go of the pork. Aliens, all right? So you're getting connecting with extraterrestrials at this time. All right, spirit guides. Hard drugs. This could be a masculine or someone that's around you that's on hard drugs, and a stoner also as well here. Someone could be a smoker and on hard drugs. So someone tried something more than just, a little bit of weed. All right. What else here for the feminines? Nissan Altima. Someone drives a Nissan Altima. Abusive authority, boss, teacher, coach, or practitioner. Someone is abusive, all right? Someone abuses their authority of things. Also as well here, someone may go to a practitioner that abuses their authority. So someone may be getting work done or spell work or getting readings done on you or whatever the case may be. Could be significant here. Miserable Maddies. Okay, so like I said, miserable Maddies. Like I said, someone is talking shit on social media or just talking shit. And it's like they have people that are kind of ganging up in a sense. And like I said, this is people that are just miserable. Like they don't have nothing else to do but, feed into the bullshit, be a fan of this person that doesn't like you because they don't like you either. So it's like, oh, we got some tea, but the whole time it's fake tea, Ciao. What else here? Confirmations. I'm gonna ride you like a rodeo. You be thinking about a particular masculine here. You maybe want to connect with a particular lover. And this could be coming to mind a lot is, a lot of sexual energy here. Okay. You may be kind of wondering when this person is going to kind of step up to the plate also as well. So it's like you may kind of hold in like that desire, that like fiending energy for this particular person, like this obsession. So like you kind of hold it in regards to a particular person, but you think about this person very often here, and you may think about like a lot of dirty thoughts about this person also as well here. This person may be thinking the same. All right. But I feel like this is you holding back because of this person. Your partner's sneaky link is your family member. All right. So someone could have been sneaking around with someone's family member here also as well. And could have lied and said that they wasn't sneaking around with somebody here, particular family member. They was. Show me what else. Procrastination is your current enemy. All right. So get out of this procrastination energy also as well. I feel like this has to do with like working on yourself, on your body and things of that nature. Confirmations for the feminine. The ones who laughed at you and made fun of your situation, karma is spinning the block. All right, that's that. I'm picking up on miserable Maddies. All right, energy. So it's like if those people was talking about you behind your back, a kiki ha ha ha. That's why she was going through this. That's why she was that. Blah blah blah. Now she alone now and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Karma is spinning the block on them. Okay, you laugh at somebody's situation, you never know if you're going to be in that situation. Okay, so it's like don't be trying to laugh at people's situations. You never know if you're going to be in that. All right. Unbalanced chakra is crown. All right. So crown chakra, you may be having a little bit of brain fog, a little bit of confusion. Unbalanced third chakra also, or third eye also as well. So you may not be seeing clearly right now. Also as well could be significant, or certain people don't want you to see certain things clear at this time. So you may be feeling a little bit unbalanced. So just balance that energy back out. Confirmations for the feminine. Meditation. All right. Meditation is needed. All right, so clear your mind at this time, okay? All right. That is it for the collective. I send back all the collective's energy back to them, cleansed and purified and amplified to their highest light. I command back all of my energy cleansed and purified and amplified to my highest light. Ashe. I have a message here real quick for the masculine and for the feminine surrounding money. It is a Jupiter day. I just seen this. So money, for those that are worried about money, things that are going on with money, we'll see. What's the money for the feminine? What does the feminine need to know surrounding finances at this time? Composure and blessings. Like I said, meditation just came out for the feminine. So, keep your composure at this time. In regards to your finances, you got a blessing on the way. All right. So if you've been kind of worried about if money's going to shift for you, you've been kind of in the trenches a little bit, also as well, don't get in that energy of survival, kind of focus on the blessings, kind of focus on the attraction, kind of focus on that divine feminine energy of alluring that energy towards you, also as well here. So there's something here that's going to be a blessing in regards to finances. Just keep your composure. All right. Yeah. Assets also as well here. All right. Show me what the masculine needs to know in regards to finances. Whoever that was, you needed to hear that. Okay. I needed to hear that. All right. I got the chills. You may have got the chills also as well. Your body sent you signals, but yeah, things are going to be okay. All right. Let's see here. Don't create that energy to where you're being scared of lack. All right. At this time. This may be someone who may be kind of focusing on entrepreneurship, or just, maybe you're thinking about something in regards to a different job, or something may not be going correctly like you want it to go. But just don't create that hostility within your mind at this time. Okay. Let's see here. What does the masculine need to know about finances at this time? Determination. All right. Bottom of the deck here, nature. You need to get out in nature. All right. You may not know what you want to do in regards to finances. You may not know what you want to do in regards to career, things of that nature. But it's like there's a need for you to connect. All right. Connect back with yourself. Connect back with nature so that you can get the direction, the downloads that you're meant to get at this time. And that's going to take some determination for you to be focused, for you to also, consistency is key also as well as what I'm picking up on. So be consistent. That says it right there. Consistency is the key to achieving your goal. Keep going. What works well for you. Don't quit when you're tired. Quit when you're done. All right. Bam. Can't make it up. All right. On to the personals at this time. I'm hearing My Life by Mary J. Blige. Can be a significant song. If you look into my life. All right. Imani. Gratitude, most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest lights. Release anyone who's not meant to be in here during these personals. Keep the space sacred at this time, Ashe. Do you have a particular question, or you want to see what comes out? Chilling for morning at this time, spirit. See what comes out. Okay. I feel like I was hearing, because you gotta have faith is significant. I feel like you do have, there's something in the cycle that you're closing out. I feel like there's something that you have some faith here is what I'm picking up on. And they was just explaining faith of a mustard seed, but there's still a little bit of fear there, and that's okay. So I feel like this is an energy to where don't beat yourself up, but because of the fact of you still having a little bit of fear. Is what I'm picking up on. There's, this energy of having a little bit of faith here is going to go a long way, is what I'm picking up on. So it's like you may be kind of like afraid that, you still have this particular fear here that is kind of in the way of this faith that you have. But that little bit of faith is like lean more into the little mustard seed of that faith and the fear, is what I'm picking up on. What does Imani need to know at this time? Most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light. Show me the truth and only the truth. I release any negative energies, negative entities. I declare and I decree. Anything that is not meant to be around me as I give Imani energy. This message I banish right now as I speak, Ashe. No illusions, no trickster spirits. I declare and I decree, Ashe. Anything that's trying to keep me away from the truth, I banish right now as I speak, Ashe. The color green is significant for you. Maybe getting drawn to work with the color green. Green apples could be significant also as well. Something about mending that heart space is what I'm picking up on. Opening your heart at this time. Snickers could be significant. Chocolate in general could be significant. Snickered apple or something could be significant about that also as well. Someone's name may be Nettie. Nettie may go by Nettie or something could be significant about that. I am also picking up on a grandmother. A grandmother is significant here. That's the color you chose your new apartment to display starting over. Ashe, Ashe. I'm hearing every little thing is gonna be alright. My grandmother and I got into an argument due to ending my marriage because I was unhappy. I was just hearing something about that grandmother energy. Kind of, you know, in that way. Also as well. I just didn't want to say anything. I was trying to pick up on more of the energy. That is definitely correct. There's something significant about that. She's not going to understand because she's still stuck on an old pattern, old timeline. What does Imani need to know? I'm hearing something about handing the cookie jar. My hand has started hurting. So opinions is what I'm picking up on with that hand in the cookie jar. Opinion energy. It's like someone who, like that energy of not having their hand in the cookie jar when it's not their recipe, in a sense, is what I'm picking up on. Like it's not their business. Is what I'm picking up on. Yeah. It's like whatever it is that kind of keeps you in this trapped energy and the way you're being guided for spirit, you know, at this time, it's like trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust, you know, that energy at this time. What does Imani need to know? I got you, Bree. You'll be after Ebby. What does Imani need to know? This Emperor keeps popping up in your energy. I keep seeing it. Show me what does Imani need to know. Magician. Keep your manifestations and the things that you have close to your chest at this time. Because like I said, naysayers and people in the cookie jar, it's like certain things that you may speak of. Certain people have an opinion that is not their place to have an opinion on in regards to your manifestation. And this can kind of shift the way you think about certain things because you may value these particular people's opinion also as well. Or it plants like a seed of doubt is what I'm picking up on. So it's like you're gonna do what you want regardless, but it plants a seed of doubt to where you start doubting yourself. And this has something to do also as well with your childhood. Or just people from your childhood is what I'm picking up on. Show me more for Imani. What does she need to know? The Emperor. Show me this Emperor energy. This Emperor keeps coming out in your energy. Show me this Emperor. Show me the Knight of Wands. The World. Show me more. Don't make any impulsive decisions with a particular masculine here. It may come off as if it looks very good here, but it stems from a childhood wound, is what I'm seeing. So it's like this could be. It looks like a good cycle to start, but it's like it may be because it looks too fast. Is what I'm seeing with the Knight of Swords, the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, also as well here. So there may be something in regards to paying attention to a particular person that may want to kind of take things kind of quick with you, or kind of make a move could be significant also as well here. Yeah, heavy Knight energy. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups here also as well, with the Star, the Sun, the Strength as well, the Ten of Swords, the Death card, and the Four of Swords energy. Patience. Don't let nobody make you come out of, I'm hearing out of character. Don't let nobody try to rush you into making a decision. Particular choice here is what I'm seeing. Spirit wants to work on you right now is what I'm seeing. Show me the Knight of Cups. Yeah, exactly. Spirit wants to work on you right now. With the Temperance and the Queen of Pentacles out here, with the Queen of Cups here. This could be rebuilding, is what I'm seeing. Rebuilding finances, rebuilding your nurturing within yourself, just rebuilding energy. So don't let nobody kind of rush you into making a decision of, possibly being with somebody else, or even getting into your pants could be significant also as well, as what I'm picking up on. Show me what else here. What does Amani need to know at this time? Yeah, the Seven of Swords. There's something here that's kind of deceitful that I don't really like. It's kind of showing up. Yeah. King of Swords energy. Six of Pentacles. Show me what else. Five of Swords. Show me what else does Amani need to know at this time. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of... Heavy on the sevens. Seven could be very significant. This is spiritual journey. Your spiritual, yeah, exactly, with the Four of Swords. Spiritual recuperation. This has to do with your spiritual journey. Something's moving slow for a reason. This is something in regards to you needing to be very strategic in regards to your planning, and also being very, not necessarily guarded, but like boundaries is very significant here. Show me the Seven of Wands. Ace of Cups, yeah. So I feel like this is the energy, yeah. With the Eight of Swords here, and the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups also as well here. Some people may want to connect, collaborate, things of that nature. Like I said, something may come off as if it looks very good, but it may not be as good for the time being right now. Someone could be playing off of vulnerability also as well, could be very significant also as well here. With the Ace of Cups. So it's like just boundaries is significant. Show me more. Yeah, four of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords, the Lovers, and the Five of Pentacles here, and the Ace of Pentacles. The Star. Spirit wants you to focus on healing is what I keep seeing here. Focus on that healing energy. Show me more for Imani. Show me more. Message of guidance. Karma. Anger. Loss soon. Message of warning and freedom. You're clearing karmic patterns right now. So in regards to you releasing certain things that you have going on in your energy, and this could be bringing some emotions, anger also as well, because like suppressed anger is what I'm picking up on, kind of not feeling seen, things that you had to take some certain losses of also as well here. Spirits warning you of certain things that may be happening soon, that may be coming into your energy very soon. So that's why I said there's something significant about keeping your energy to yourself at this time, because you're clearing certain energy. So Spirit wants you to just kind of focus on yourself. Show me more. Yeah, message of freedom and message of love. Yeah, this has to do with you, because I feel like this is like heavy, like this could be like distraction. So it's like, when it comes to leaving a situation and then getting into another situation, it also can be a distraction in a sense, because there's, sometimes Spirit wants to take that time with you at this time, for you, and you rebuilding yourself back to, who you're meant to be in a sense here. Or, you may have lost yourself in a particular situation to where you're wanting to rebuild back to getting back to yourself. And that's why I feel like with this energy here, it's like Spirit's wanting you to free yourself from being tied at this time, so that you can focus on rebuilding is what I'm seeing. Yeah, reapproach. It's like that shedding energy and renewing your energy here. Kundalini energy could be very significant also as well. Yeah, reunion. I feel like this is you reuniting with yourself here. And then, submission also as well here. Submitting to divine, is what I'm seeing. Submitting to your feminine energy at this time. Resisting certain things at this time, in regards to this, or submitting to the change that you're going through, and submitting to the feminine energy. In regards to your healing is what I'm seeing. They're telling me to get you a shadow work card real quick. And then there's something here that you need to know about that's being kind of hidden also as well. What does Imani need to know? What's her soul guiding her to do at this time? Do I know all my strengths and am I using them? All right. It says, how can I use one of my soul's gifts today to contribute to open and be ready for the world at this time? It's like, I'm hearing Superpowers by Mooney Long. So it's like, this is energy in regards to your own particular strengths within yourself at this time, and leaning into those strengths. So it's like, when you're kind of in a space to where you're not leaning into those strengths, and you're not necessarily seeing those strengths within yourself, it's like, that's where Spirit wants to spend more time with you, so that you can see more of yourself, is what I'm picking up on. What if it isn't true? All right. It says here, it takes, what if it isn't true? What else might be possible? A journal thing to do right now at this time is, what lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? So it's like, what is it that you're telling yourself that may be a lie? And this could be due to, like I said, shrinking yourself, or listening to other people's opinions about yourself also as well. Or there's things that you are needing to focus on within you, is what I'm picking up on. And there's something here that you need to know that is being revealed. What does she need to know that's being revealed right now, Spirit? For Imani. What does she need to know that's being revealed right now for Imani? Pain. Brokenhearted, family, distance, bitterness, and shallow. Conflictions, loyalty, intuition, soulmates, commitment, cloudy judgment, distracted, boundaries, and intimacy and obscurity. I feel like you may be connecting possibly with a soulmate. I feel like it's just not the right time in a sense here. It could be significant also as well. Also, I feel like in this energy in regards to family, there's certain things that are being shown in regards to family members also as well. Certain things that are very shallow, very surface level in regards to family. And this could be causing a lot of pain, a lot of, heartbreak also as well, because this may be something to where, like you said, in regards to getting into an argument with your grandmother here, people might start looking at you differently. And it's because you're moving differently. So it's like, when it comes to you embracing that spiritual journey and things of that nature, some people are going to fall off, naturally, and that's just kind of what it is. Or you just may be kind of putting certain boundaries or just not being around certain people because they don't see you for the new version that you're moving into. They want you to stay docile and stay in that energy of, I feel like this is the energy of someone kind of wanting to little girl you. It's like you don't know best, type of energy, because I'm more experienced or more mature or more grown than you, type of energy here is what I'm picking up on. And it's like that's not the case. Experiences is what teaches us and how we move about our experiences. So someone who can be very much older than you is less experienced or less mature in a sense because of the way you decided to move, is what I'm picking up on. So this could cause a little bit of anger and bitterness, and in regards to not feeling valued in a sense, or not picking up on the energy of people seeing you how you want to be seen. In a sense, here's what I'm picking up on. And it's like, this is why I feel like this is something to where you just take some distance and take some time to yourself so that you can really focus on you and hone into you and what you truly believe in at this time. His parents asked me to get checked for my hormone because they may be unbalanced. They think I'm mentally unstable for giving up. Child. Child, yeah. See, people trying to project their energy onto you to make you seem like you're a problem, or you make you seem like and that's what I feel like that's the lie. I just got the chills really bad. So I feel like that's the lie, to where it's like maybe sometimes you may dip into damn, am I tripping? Like, is certain things wrong with me? Like, should I kind of, blah, blah, blah. It causes doubt. So it's like when you have other people coming around, say for instance, you want to get into a new relationship, you're not going to be fully solidified in yourself because you're thinking about those past patterns and those people that are trying to make you seem crazy, and you're not crazy. Okay. Last message is here for Imani. Last message is for Imani. You're welcome. Like, your son cheated since I was 20 and I started to believe him. Yeah, exactly. It'd be crazy. Air energy. You may be an air sign, or air sign could be significant, or you just might be an air energy to where you overthink a lot. And fire energy is significant also as well. You may be a fire sign, dealing with a fire sign, or fire energy is very significant. This may have to do with you having a lot of air energy, being up in your head a lot and not taking enough action also as well could be significant. Is what I'm picking up on. So kind of, get grounded also as well when it comes to you being overthinking, things of that nature. Sit in the grass, get in nature, sit in some water, also as well, get in the bathtub, whatever case that you got to do to kind of get out of your head, to reground yourself. Your past supports your future. So it's like when it comes to your past situations, that supports your future because you know how to make better decisions, also as well. You know how to spot those things out now, or, you know how to choose yourself better than, what you chose in the past. And that's what you're doing right now. So pat yourself on the back, all right, for choosing yourself at this time. All right. Take one step at a time. You'll get there when you need to get there. And it's going to take some time healing that, but, you'll be fine. All right. I release all your energy back to you, cleansed and purified and amplified to your highest light. I command back all of my energy, cleansed and purified and amplified to my highest light. Ashe. Thank you, Imani. Have a good one. All right, Ebby. Do you got a particular question, or you want to see what comes out? If you're commenting, I can't see your message, Joy. The color yellow is significant for you. Solar plexus at this time is what I'm picking up on. Yellow. Double yellow. commented, comment again if you have a question or you wanted to see what comes out, because I can't see it. You're next after her. It's your time, Joy. It's your turn. And then it's Bree. You got a question, Joy? Okay. Alright, show me what Evie needs to know at this time. What does she need to know? Most divine angels, ancestors, spirit guides, my highest light. Bring forth truth and clarity at this time. No negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree. Anything that's not meant to be around me, I banish right now as I speak Ashe. Something kind of just feels like blah. To you could be waiting for something to kind of really shift for you surrounding your stability. But something just kind of feels like blah. Is what I'm picking up on. I feel like you may be in like this waiting period. In regards to this patience energy, and you may be kind of tired of being patient in regards to something that's meant to shift for you. Could be significant. Five of Cups here, Queen of Pentacles. Something could be surrounding finances. Yeah. Confirmation. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles also as well here. You may be taking a leap, like something may be jumping. Yeah, Two of Pentacles, heavy money. Heavy, like, stability, heavy money, like, you know, type of energy is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, Five of Pentacles, like, all these pentacles. It's nothing but pentacles. So something that's very significant about money at this time. Show me what Ebony needs to know at this time. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Like, I feel like this is an energy to where this also may have to do with mindset, you know, also as well as what I'm picking up on in regards to the way things are shifting and moving for you to receive this particular type of abundance, to be in this energy that you want. Yeah, with this movement here. Like, so it's like you're waiting for something to move, you know, and it's like, you know, you may be waiting for this money or this kind of just, you know, the abundance or something significant about waiting for like certain things to kind of move the way you want them to move. Is what I'm picking up on. And Spirit's working with you when it comes to, yeah, Knight of Swords energy, Knight of Pentacles. Spirit's working with you when it comes to like poverty mindset is what I'm picking up on. So it's like shifting your mind in the way that you think in regards to receiving finances or money or just abundant or just kind of that comfortable lifestyle that you're kind of wanting at this time. Could be significant. There may be times where you actually kind of do act a little bit impulsively. Could be like impulsive buying or, you know, kind of like impulsively in a sense here. This has to do with like unsatisfaction is what I'm picking up on. Like certain things that you kind of just feel unsatisfied about. Show me the Knight of Swords. Yeah. 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 Magician, the King of Cups also as well here. Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's like there's something that moves very slow for you right now, and you may be kind of annoyed that it's moving slow. Something is significant about love here though also as well. There may be something significant about moving fast in regards to love, because of boredom, could be significant here. With the King of Cups, the Magician, and the Knight of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Wands, and the King of Wands, and the Three of Cups, and the Judgment, and the Seven of Cups here, and the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. I feel like, show me more on this King of Cups. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse. Show me more. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I feel like this has to do with like falling for illusions, in a sense here, because of boredom is what I'm really picking up on. With the page of swords, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Four of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, or the Ten of Wands, and the Devil in the Star card. And this has to do like in boredom and impatience energy, is what I'm picking up on. So you may make impulsive decisions, because of the fact of being, kind of not wanting to wait, in a sense here is what I'm picking up on. It's like internal conflict is what I'm seeing. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Yeah, the High Priestess. You go against your own intuition, is what I'm picking up on. The Hangman, the Six of Pentacles. This has to, or the Six of Cups. It has to do with your past. It has to do with your childhood, the way you grew up. Four of Swords also as well. Like Spirit's Ten of Cups here. It's like Spirit wants to bring you this ultimate happiness that you do truly desire. But you keep getting tested, is what I'm picking up on in regards to choosing yourself and staying in that energy of being planted and rooted in yourself is what I'm picking up on. And this kind of what keeps you unbalanced when you deal with these particular type of men. These could be like emotionally, they come off as if they're emotionally available, but they're not, is what I'm picking up on. Or they may be like emotionally manipulative, and then it ends up throwing your energy off is what I'm picking up on. So what's the advice for this situation here? What's the advice for this situation here, Spirit? For Evie, what's the advice? What's the advice? Three of Cups here. Eight of Swords. Five of Cups. Six or Eight of Cups. Four of Cups. Some more. This has to do with you focusing on yourself. Yeah, that's what it is. This has to do with you focusing on yourself. Spirit wants you to focus on you at this time. There's something here that, like I said, that comes off as if it's the cups, but it's not. So it's like kind of like falling for that emotional, what's it called? Like that vulnerability, falling for that emotional manipulation. Spirit wants you to lean into your strength at this time, because something is not necessarily fully fulfilling. This is maybe the sacrifice that you're meant to make and to build by yourself at this time, with the Knight of Pentacles also as well here. There's something that is your childhood traumas and why you continue to attract these particular type of men that are very emotionally manipulative is what I'm picking up on. I'm hearing future faking also as well. Like it's like this may be someone who likes to love bomb also as well as what I'm picking up on. So they love bomb to where it seems like it's the good way to go, or something maybe significant about that, but it's truly not. It's a lesson that you end up learning every time. Not reading between the lines or not seeing something could be significant. Show me what Evie needs to know at this time, Spirit. Most divine angels and ancestors. What does she need to know at this time? Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Cups. 444 is very significant at this time. You'll move on from this heartache, is what I'm picking up on. with the Three of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Strength card, and the Six of Wands. You'll move on from this heartache. Is what I'm picking up on. Show me the Four Cups for Evie. Show me more. Spirit wants you to take initiative. There may be something significant about somebody trying to hide in the energy also as well here. Yeah, rising star on the bottom of the deck. You've been seeing all them numbers all day yesterday. Show me more that Evie needs to know. Someone may be hiding in the energy. Yeah, you think about love a lot. You want love, is what I'm picking up on. But there's some sort of conflict here. I feel like this is someone who you may be dealing with right now. Could be significant. Divinity, karmic, feminine. That's what I've seen. There's a woman here. There's a particular woman here that's hiding in the energy. Show me more. Love offer in reverse here. Courthouse, concern, opposition, change, relationship. Show me more. Karma, house. Show me more. Manifestation, unexpected money, karma, karmic feminine, karma, community. Someone may be talking, yeah, karmic masculine as I split the deck. Someone's talking to somebody else. That's this feminine that was trying to hide this. That's why I said this masculine is hiding his energy. That's why it took a little while for it to come out. Because something felt wrong about it. That's why I'm saying he may be emotionally manipulative, but there's a karmic feminine here that this person may have a secret relationship with. And this woman's hiding her energy also as well. She may know who you are. She may be okay with being like number two or, type of energy also as well. Or like, he may be around her sometimes and then comes around you. Like, it's like, this is someone who's okay with this. Like, okay with being a sneaky link is what I'm picking up on. But there's something here in regards to some unexpected money that you're meant to have with this manifestation, but it doesn't involve this particular person is what I'm seeing. I'm hearing something about shacking up also as well. There's something maybe significant about shacking up. Is there anything else she needs to know? Show me what else Evie needs to know at this time, Spirit. A Gemini might be significant. Sagittarius may be significant also as well. What does Evie need to know at this time? Show me the truth, and only the truth. No negative energies, no negative entities. I declare and I decree. Apology. Releasing, escaping, distracted, divine masculine, memories, open heart, twin flame. Chemistry, longing, one day, past life, broken, sorrow, karma, depths, abandoned. Let me see what this is. What's this releasing? Actually, what's this apology, Spirit? What's this apology? What's this apology? Show me the truth. What's this apology? Yeah, King of Cups here and the Knight of Wands. What's this apology? What's the apology? Show me the apology. Show me the truth. Five of Cups here. Queen of Swords. Ah, I see. Yeah, Knight of Cups in reverse here. Yeah. Okay. So someone may be confessing, apologizing, in regards to this particular energy. But I was hearing it's a distraction and distractions here also as well. So it's like with the releasing and the Queen of Swords, because this is you, this is your energy coming up as the Queen of Swords. This is what Spirit is saying, to continue to move on and let go and release this energy, because someone's not truthful about this apology. It's like it's kind of like an apology just to kind of keep you around, because the energy in regards to this particular masculine, he moves through different suits. So but he's moving in like King of Cups energy and Knight of Wands or King of Wands. So it's like this is someone, like I said, there's someone here that he's hiding in a sense, or something that he's hiding in regards to this particular energy is this deceit. So it's like when it comes to this particular apology, it's like it's not true. Like this person is not necessarily truly fully like sorry in a sense. Here's what I'm picking up on. It's going to continue to leave you in this space of like your cups is not filled. It's a distraction. Is what I'm picking up on. And this is someone who likes to avoid certain conversations also as well. So this could be someone who apologizes just to avoid conversation or avoiding conflict, to kind of get it over with, to kind of get the relation or to get the conversation over with so that you can, see him and this energy as far as this divine masculine. So you may share a lot of memories with this particular person, but this person brings you a lot of stress. And also like broken-hearted energy also as well here with this particular situation, because with the Knight of Cups in reverse, like that's kind of like not successful in a sense here. It keeps you guarded in a sense here also as well. You're not really sure if this is going to transform, because he's still sneaky. That's why it's like your intuition is kind of picking up on this energy of this person still being sneaky. So this could be possibly a twin, you know what I'm saying? That may not be, ready to kind of fully take on his responsibilities as far as healing, type of energy. And it's like, and that's what happens sometimes when it comes to those twin flame dynamics, to where, you both have to choose the route of healing. If you don't both choose the route of healing, then that relationship's going to continue to be topsy-turvy. It's going to trigger you in your wounds. You're going to trigger each other. And then that person may be avoiding certain conversations. Yeah, exactly. So it's like when they return, it's like, it feels great and feels good, but it's like, and then you go through the trials and tribulations of being in that twin flame dynamic, to where you got to heal those particular things. And if that person, exactly, it causes confusion. So it's like when that person's not choosing to what's it called, to change, it causes confusion in the energy, to where you're holding yourself back from moving to the destination that you want to go. Yeah. And then it becomes a fantasy, because it's like you're just thinking about the whole twin flame or the soulmate or whatever case may be. And then it just becomes a whole fantasy, to where it's like, oh, we're meant to be together, in a sense here. And it creates an illusion. Yeah. Yeah, confusion, boundaries, divine masculine, releasing, perspective, karma. Yeah. So it's like it's something here to where you may even feel rejected in regards to this particular energy, but it's like it may come back around, you know what I'm saying? But it's like this person has to get their they have to choose the route of healing. So it's like, it's kind of like one of those things to where you can't, if you're growing, you know what I'm saying, you can't grow with someone who's not growing and wants to be stagnant, regardless if there's a title there, of twin flame or soulmate or whatever case may be. That person has to choose that route also as well, or there's always going to be a clash and conflict there, because you're trying to heal and this person wants to stay here. So it's not going to work out. Let me see. Let me get a love card real quick to see what that is about. The whole point also as well when it comes to that twin flame dynamic is choosing yourself and choosing the route of healing. So that's what that person has to do also as well, is has to choose that route. Show me what Ebby needs to know about love. Show me what Ebby needs to know about love. Show me what you need to know about love right now in this time. What you need to know about love right now. Stay optimistic and call your power back and letting go. All right. Love your shadow. All right, so the whole point of also when it comes to that, twin flame dynamic, they are your mirror. So they're showing back your shadow, which is your traumas, your wounds. And that's why that 6 of Cups keeps coming out, which is that, childhood traumas, because they're going to reflect that to you when you're dealing with a twin flame. So it's like, when it comes to that particular situation, like spirit wants you to stay optimistic in regards to love in general. May not be with that person, but just love in general, and knowing that you deserve love. But there is a need for you to take your power back at this time, and let go of certain situations that aren't necessarily fully serving you. It says here, you are giving someone control over how you feel, your happiness, and it should only depend on you. And then it says here, if someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. So boundaries. Accept and work with your flaws in yourself so that you can learn to accept others as they are, and then distance and separation here. So there may be a need for you to have a distance with this particular person. It may spin the block to where you may deepen with this particular situation. But here is a need to, kind of call your power back from this particular situation. All right, let me give you a soul truth card here. Shadow work to do is what I'm picking up on. Shadow work here for Ebby. I know that's a disappointment for sure, because I can feel it. It's definitely a disappointment. And that sucks. It really, truly does. It truly does suck. And it can be hard to move away from certain situations that you feel very strongly connected to. But yeah. Show me what else here. Am I afraid to be seen? All right. And I feel like this has to be with you being seen for yourself. So I feel like you kind of dim your own light, and maybe kind of accept certain things. And that's why Spirit is kind of navigating you to be alone at this time, because accepting certain things versus seeing yourself in your light. So that's why that singleness is significant. What parts of me do I hide so that I can be socially accepted to fit in? Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can feel safe and be seen? Journal your answers. So this is a time for you to do some shadow work surrounding, because Love Your Shadow came out in regards to love. So, when it comes to you and how you attract certain men, is there certain things that you dim your light so that for you to be seen in regards to how a man sees you also as well? Are you accepting certain things, the bare minimum at this time, because you just want to be, in love at this time also as well? Or just, certain things that you want to feel accepted by. And I feel like this is a sense of where Spirit's trying to, navigate you in regards to being accepting within yourself and not having to dim your light in regards to a particular person. On whom am I placing blame right now? All right, also as well. So there could be something in regards to just needing to kind of own up in regards to taking that responsibility of, if this didn't happen, I would probably be in this space. If this didn't happen, I probably would be this. If my childhood didn't turn out like this, I would be feeling better, or whatever case may be. And it's like certain circumstances, may have happened that wasn't your fault. And that's, 100%, accurate for you on what that direction is for you. But it's like sometimes you just got to kind of take the reins and kind of deal with the cards that you were dealt with, is what I'm picking up on. You do that a lot. Ashe. So yeah, so it's just something to where it's just like, kind of make the best out of it, is what I'm picking up on. So it's like, even if you was dealt certain cards, in life, maybe there was things that wasn't fair to you. It's like, you kind of got to come into acceptance of that. And it's like, let me go ahead and make that change, so that I can feel much more accepted within my circumstances and make the best out of it, is what I'm picking up on. All right, best of luck to you, Ebby. All right, I send back all of the energy back to you, cleansed and purified, amplified to your highest light. I command back all of my energy, cleansed and purified, and amplified to my highest light. Ashe, gratitude. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ashe, ashe. All right, Bree. Do you have a question or do you want to see what comes out? I'm not about to do that question. I'm not about to do that question. Yeah, so I can either send you back your payment um or you can or something else. That's just because it would be kind of like me tapping into his personal business and I can't do that. Yeah. So let me know what you want to do. I can send you your payment back or we can do a different reading. Woo. You'll find out though. You'll find out if he is. For sure. If he is, you'll find out. Spirit will tell you. It'll be revealed if he is. See what comes out. All right. Now it'd be different if spirit just reveals it, in regards to the message. But as far as like me asking the question, I don't want to do that because that's pretty much tapping in his energy. But if it comes out, it comes out. Okay. All right, let's see here. What does Bree need to know at this time? I'm seeing Groot from what's it called? What's that movie called? Damn, what's that movie called? It's a Marvel movie. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the name of the movie. But I'm seeing Groot. You're connecting with tree people. Is what I'm picking up on. There's a particular tree here that has a lot of like kind of mystical energy surrounding it. Oh, that's interesting. I know it's on the tip of mine too. I just can't figure out what the fuck it is. And it's gonna bother me also as well. Now I gotta look it up. Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, yes, that's what it is. Guardians of the Galaxy. All right, so that movie may be significant. But really what I was picking up on was like tree people that you're connecting with at this time. Tell me what else here for Bree. What does she need to know? I'm hearing very whimsy, very whimsical energy also as well here. I'm seeing like Jack and the Beanstalk also as well. Like fairy tales is significant. I don't know, like this type of energy is very significant at this time. Something could be significant about magic. Could be significant at this time. Maybe tapping into certain magic at this time also as well. What does Bree need to know at this time? They're talking about control. Um, they're speaking about your control. They want you to put it into, like, you controlling, like, certain things could be significant. It really embraced, like, this whimsical energy is what I'm picking up on. Like, releasing, yeah, Ace of Swords, the truth, Ashe, okay? So it's like Spirit wants you to, like, release having control of certain things, certain narratives, whatever the case may be. Because the thing is your spirit team is going to always bring you the things that you need to know. This is why you may be on guard. It's like, things may not come to you as quickly as you want them to come to you, or whatever the case may be. And it puts you on guard, to where I feel like there's something significant about anxiety, to where, certain anxiety, yeah, your spirit team is showing you this. There's certain things that keeps you in this, like, anxiety, like, panic mode, also as well, type of thing. But it's like you're fine. Like, it's like you're fine at this time. It's like there's things that you are creating in regards to your environment that you don't need to create for yourself, is what I'm picking up on. And it's manifesting in a way that it shouldn't be. Yeah, Ace of Swords, Spirit's bringing the clarity and the truth here. So it's like, I feel like this is a thing to where you're creating your own hostile environment, and I feel like this is something that Spirit wants you to let go this full moon. It's letting go of that illusion, is what I'm picking up on, of creating this hostile environment. You're fine. You're okay. Yeah, exactly. With the Ten of Cups, it's like Spirit wants you to release that energy. There's something that you're holding on to. Yeah, with the Five of Cups here, it's like there's something here that you're holding on to that is no need to hold on to this particular lack here. And it has to do with your emotions, like your feelings, not like suppressing your emotions, or people not showing up the way you want them to show up, in a sense here, to where it kind of puts you in this mood, also as well, is what I'm picking up on. So it kind of blocks the movement that you're needing at this time. Childhood. It has to do with your childhood. Father. This is a father wound here. The way that love was shown to you from a father, with this childhood energy. So childhood traumas is coming up very deeply for you at this time. There are certain things that are rooted in your energy that sometimes you can't help it. It's because it's giving, like, epigenetics, like genetically, energy that you may carry. There's certain things that you may carry, like your father, could be significant. Paranoia. Something about paranoia. Maybe your father was very paranoid, or your mom, but it's feeling like more of like your father. He may not have shown this, or he may have shown this, but it's like this is a particular energy of your father here, that is kind of causing, like, a little bit of chaos in you. Yeah, your dad. Yeah. Spirit wants you to lean into this strength here, because there's certain here surrounding your father here, that is kind of causing, like, disturbances in your energy. It's kind of disturbing the peace here with this Three of Pentacles, or Three of Cups here. Show me what Bree needs to know at this time. I feel like there's an energy of worrying about, yeah, exactly, with the Star card. He was a crazy mean drunk. Um, okay, they was just speaking about his reasonings of why he was drinking. About his life. He didn't really like his life. Um, the things about the reason why he would do those things is because he wasn't accepting of himself, the things that he had going on. Um, Kind of felt like a failure, is what I'm picking up on with him. Something was significant about his father, um, and his mom. There was something significant about his mom too. His dad. With the star card, the hermit also as well here. I feel like this has to do with in the four of cups here. Um, I feel like this has to do with kind of like healing bypassing in a sense, is what I'm picking up on. The star, like spirit wants you to just completely focus on you and your own self. With the moon, that's what that's revealing here. I feel like this has to do with you being, yeah, exactly, with you being tired. The Knight of Wands and the Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, it's like you're kind of tired of the healing is what I'm picking up on, or tired of kind of the focus and of yourself or whatever case may be here. It's like you're wanting to collaborate. And it's like, and I feel like this is an energy to where, this could kind of like make you feel a particular type of way, and this could kind of like spark something within you when it comes to this particular situation, to where you'll feel a particular type of way because of the fact of being tired of this energy. And it's like, and spirit like I feel like this is something that spirit understands, like this, yeah, it's like this is something that you continue to work on. But I feel like this bounces you back out of your feminine energy. It bounces you out of your feminine energy when you get back into that energy, to where you be in this King of Swords, and then you'll kind of go cold or distant, or kind of show up a particular type of way in this masculine energy. And it's like this has to do with that lack of fulfillment of receiving, is what I'm picking up on. And it's like you may not receive right now, but eventually spirit will allow you to receive with the hermit here. So it's like you may be tired of this hermit mode, tired of being, I understand when it comes to being an Aquarius, oh my god, we are always the loners, the lone wolf and things of that nature, when we're the main ones that love to pour into everybody else and be generous to everybody else and things of that nature. And it's like, when's people going to be generous to me, and when people are going to pour into me and things of that nature. I completely understand. So it's like, but this is pretty much, part of our journey, in regards to this particular energy. There will be love here, but it's like, there is deceit behind certain love here also as well, in the way you kind of receive certain energy. And I feel like has to do with you just focusing completely solely on yourself instead of controlling those narratives here, is what I'm picking up on, with the Justice energy. Show me more on the star. Yeah. Yeah, because like you're manifesting someone who comes off very kind of like you also as well. It's kind of like manifesting a someone who's very generous and things of that nature. And also that may have, stability, that's able to lead and things of that nature. Like you want that soft life, is what I'm picking up on. Like you may come off as a very, stern, strict and things of that nature, because you had to be all the time. And, you had to defend for yourself. You didn't never feel that sense of safety. So it's like, with this energy, you come off like that, but you really truly want to step into this, like this feminine energy, but you don't allow yourself to be in it. And this is why you continue to keep, being in this energy of being guarded, because you don't allow yourself to receive fully. That's what it is. With the King of Pentacles, it's like this is something that's going to move slowly towards you. It's not going to come when you want it to come. So you may be guarded a lot in regards to this particular situation, okay? And it's like, and then I feel like it comes to the point to where you just be a little bit too serious too, also as well, because it's like, you already know. That's the thing. With the Two of Wands, the Fool card, and the Page of Pentacles, you stress your own self out. You stress your own self out, and it's like, and the whole time it's like you're moving on to calmer waters. It's like, just take a breather, is what I'm picking up on. Oh my god. All right, let's see what else. Oh man. What else does Bree need to know? Shadow work. What does Bree need to know at this time? What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? All right. And then you said, girl, my best. And it says, what am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? Okay. Like I said, it's like, and it says, no more thinking, only doing. Be brave and you will discover what you really, truly are made of. Wild soul, strong heart, and you can't lose. Are you waiting on someone else before you can take the big leap? What if you're waiting to take the life out of your hands and forge your own unique path? Put your heart into action and ask yourself, what risk can you take, move forwards towards your dreams? No more waiting for others. Do it sacred and also, or do it scared and take the leap. This has to do with, like I said, that control energy also as well here. And then it's like, you know, when you have that sense of control, you know, you can't control how people's actions are, how other people are treating towards you, whatever the case may be here. And it's like, I feel like this is an energy to where, like I said, being tired of being in that energy of having to focus on you, you know what I'm saying, do everything by yourself and, you know, things of that nature when you have a big heart. And it's like, but it's like whole time Spirit's like, I want you to see yourself for who you are fully before I can really truly bring this victory for you, is what I'm picking up on. Because like I said, it's kind of giving like the bypassing. It's like, you know, maybe not wanting to fully sit with yourself anymore, you know, things of that nature. It's like maybe you'll sit with yourself for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Then you get tired of it and things of that nature. You kind of just bouncing around, you know, whatever the case may be. And that's what I'm feeling in regards to this particular energy. It's like Spirit's like, no, you know, it's not going to completely just fall out in your lap and fall out of the sky. It's like, you know, Spirit wants you to continue to, you know, to actually you focus on it. Yeah, it's like, what if it was easy? It's like, what if it's easy for you to actually allow yourself to allow? It's really giving like receiving energy, like really kind of just like take your mind out of focusing on everybody else and just completely like just live your life just fully how it is right now, in regards to that. Because like I said, that control in regards to certain energy surrounding, you know, love or just whatever the case may be, and when that's going to kind of, you know, move in for you, or just friendship or whatever the case may be. It's like, just enjoy the moment at this time. Enjoy the moment of just right now. That's way too many. One more. How can I deepen my trust here right now? It says surrender. Let go of the will. You can trust yourself. Fully trust yourself and what you can deepen yourself into others. Feel safe in yourself, and we feel. It says here, let go and trust today. Find the center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. So it's like, you know, when you also have that control, it's like you don't trust what other people are going to do. You don't trust what people say, things of that nature when it comes to that grip in a sense here. So Spirit's like, let go of the grip, let go of the, release the grip here, control, you know, that control here. It's like trust and deepen your trust within yourself at this time. It says, do I surround myself with people who lift me up? Like I said, this has to do with you needing people or wanting people to show up for you also as well here. So I feel like this may be an overextending also as well, to where you'll overextend for certain people and then you expect something in return, or you expect certain things to come back to you in a sense to where you expect them because you overextended. But it's like, you can't set it up that way. You know, it's like it's kind of like giving generously without expecting something in return is what I'm picking up on. So it says, make today a desire. It says, make a desire list of the people that you wish to be surrounding yourself around, and clarify if there's anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? I feel like with this energy, it's like manifesting the right people around you, you know, and it's like, you know, without you having to overgive. So I feel like this has to do with, you know, you valuing that, you know, that you are a giver, but it's like valuing when it comes to you knowing that you shouldn't be giving as much so that you can expect it in return. It's kind of like having like an itch for, you know, someone to see you for who you are, to see that heart that you have. And it's like, I feel like this is where Spirit's turning the mirror back to you, to where it's like, yes, we see that you have a big heart. We see that you are, you know, someone who's generous and things of that nature. We see that you want to be seen. But it's like, do you see yourself though, is what I'm picking up on. And that feels very emotional also as well, because it's like, I feel like there's something here that you're missing that Spirit's trying to show you in regards to really fully seeing you for who you are, and why people aren't accepting you, or how people are not accepting you the way you want to be accepted. It has to do more with yourself. A sense of safety is what I'm picking up on. A sense of safety. All right. It says here, don't fucking force it. All right. Allow that shit to come to you. What I say about that grip. All right. So don't fucking force it at this time. Allow things to happen the way they need to naturally. Okay. It says here, you do you. Okay. It says, stop trying to change people. That shit never works. All right. I'm telling you, I can't make it up. It says here, you are being shady. Okay. It says, watch out, shit could get ugly. Okay. So I feel like this is an energy to where, like I said, you get to this point to where you don't have that control, and then you'll get irritated by it, and then you'll start acting a particular type of way. Okay. You know, that's that little darkness that likes to come out because that shadow's coming out because you feel some type of way. It's kind of like petty. Okay. You can be a little bit petty sometimes. It says, step away from the crazy making diet for a second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit, bacon, chocolate, beer, get some, okay? So I feel like this is just balancing out what you kind of eat right now, you know? So it's like, if you want to take yourself out to go eat, you know, go take yourself out to go eat. You know, don't always feel like you need to constrict yourself to a complete diet, but also make sure that you're paying attention to your diet because of that health issue that you do have going on in regards to your heart. All right. I can be petty sometimes too, so I already know. I release all your energy back to you, breathe, cleansed, and purified, and amplified to your highest light. I command back all of my energy, cleansed and purified, and amplified to my highest light. Ashe. All right, you're welcome. Gratitude. Thank you for booking. Yeah. I noticed that. I definitely noticed that. But yeah, that can be like a downfall sometimes. You just gotta check it, you know. You too. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up off of here. Thank you for those that have liked the live, shared the live, followed me, things of that sort. All right. We got some new drops coming after the full moon, after they get done charging. So pay attention to that, okay? I'm really excited for that. And I'll be back on here later. So yeah. Holla back, y'all.